All right, cool. So you posted today that you're enjoying your retirement after being a carpenter, but you started a new chapter in your life helping people fix their credit. Tell us all about this new venture of yours.
Absolutely. It talk about blessings coming, and when you pray for certain things, blessings come, and they may be disguised as something you don't really recognize. Thus, credit restoration. I always knew it was important, but I was never taught financial literacy in school, as a lot of us weren't. This company here has been around since 2004. Word of mouth only. You'd never see a commercial advertising about them, but they're the real deal, brother. We have 12 outstanding services that are life-changing. And I always tell Raider Nation, I've got a special deal for you that I can offer you. Come on board, get your finances in order, leave a legacy for your kids and your kids' kids. Just change your life completely.
And you said that recruitment's been going well, right?
It's going well, brother. The nation has seen my post, and they've seen it consistently, and they're reaching back.
All right, now, so on top of that, you have your signature V57 cigars for sale, as well as merchandise on motorsports.com. Talk about your V57 cigars and motorsports.com.
The V57s was the byproduct of someone I didn't even know, a cigar manufacturer, who watched me always post up on social media enjoying a nice cigar and a glass of bourbon or whatever, But they posed to me this question: why are you posting somebody else's cigars when you should have your own? And I kind of ignored the whole gesture for about a week or so, never returned a call or a text, but they were persistent. And it was another blessing coming, and I was like, before I turned my back on it, something said, hear the guy out and talk to him. So after doing that, it's been about 2 years now, and, just selling them word of mouth. But they're, like I say, a private blend that's made for me to just raise my brand, so to speak. And like I said, it's been a blessing, Homer. That's my way of relaxing after a long day. And sometimes during game day, I just do it just as part of my ritual. But awesome cigars. So anybody that's into that, brothers and sisters, just hit me up at Violator57 on Twitter.
All right, cool. And then motorsports.com. I got to say, I bought the Just Do You, You Can't F That Up shirt. I love that shirt. It really touches the heart, So talk about motorsports.com.
Motorsports is my baby, so to speak. I'm an old Johnny Quest freak from when I was a kid. So I fell in love with Komodo Dragon. So when I was competing in bodybuilding back in the 80s, I didn't want to wear what everybody else had. I wanted my own stuff. So being an artist, I said, you know what? I'm going to draw my own designs and put them on my sweatshirt or whatever it was. That's how it started. So motorsports is that. It's sports apparel for the fitness enthusiasts, and the Just Do You type shirts or pick up face shirts are my positive messages that I feel are lacking in today's society. So I'm always reaching for Generation Next, in that respect, giving them something visual. And even people my age will see it and it speaks to them. And that's the kind of designs that I come up with. Stuff that makes you think, food for thought, so to speak, because there's enough foolishness out there being printed. Put something that's got some spiritual nature to it that will make you stop and hesitate for a second and take a look at your own self in the mirror.
Amen to that, man. That's cool, man. Yeah, because the branding age is here, right? Social media, YouTube, all that. So yeah, to put something with some spirituality, I guess, like you're saying, behind it, that's cool. Something that touches somebody's heart and resonates with them, and not just just something that you're selling. So that's a real cool idea.
Or something that's trending. These designs, I design them to surpass time, man. They will never have to change. They still mean the same thing years down the road.
Hello, Raider Nation. Welcome back to Monday Nights Live. I'm Raider Homer, and tonight I have 4 more great guests lined up for you, and I'm excited. Man, I gotta tell you, I've been working hard on getting these shows lined up, so I hope you appreciate this, Raider Nation, because we're gonna be going all the way until the season starts. So, all right, let's go over how Monday Nights Live works. It's structured like a football game, but instead of 4 quarters, we have 4 callers / time slots, because sometimes we have multiple callers on the in the time slot. All right, we break for the halftime show after the second caller, and during the halftime show, we normally hear from the viewers and Raider musicians, but this week we are going to see some footage of the Lowdown Band, courtesy of Oakland Raiders Savage. This footage hasn't been seen in 20 years. It features the Lowdown Band, Dave Monzo, Raider Rob, and the Young Savage. So stay tuned, and you will see that footage during the halftime show. So, kicking off tonight's show, though, is Mad Max, Vice President of the Black Hole Phoenix chapter and founder of the Loyalty Crew. We're going to be talking about what we got coming out. We're going to start rolling out some things where we're going to bring some more content for the Raider Nation to enjoy, to keep up with what's going on in the world of the Raider Nation. All right, following Mad Max, we're going to hear from Raiderette Black Ice for the first time here on the Raider Homer channel. Now, I've met Raiderette Black Ice in Vegas and in Oakland, so it's been a long time coming getting her on the channel, and I'm happy to bring her on to talk about what's going on in her life. All right, of course, after the halftime show, kicking off the second half of the show, we have the return of the Oakland Raiders Savage. After we see that footage of the Lowdown Band, we're going to hear all about that footage, because Oakland Raiders Savage grew up in the Black Hole, and so he knows all about what the Black Hole is. So I'm happy to bring him back on, and we got some stuff that we're going to be working on coming up here during the season for the Raider Homer pregame show. I'm looking to bring Oakland Raiders Savage, Raider Puppet, and the Talking Raider Shield all onto one show for the pregame show, so we can have some fun doing that. All right, so stay tuned, stay tuned. Now, our fourth and final caller. This is an Oaktown Legend segment, y'all. All right, Raider Art and his mother Candy are coming on. Now, Candy, she's a sideline photographer, so, man, I cannot wait to hear the story she has. And, of course, Raider Art is becoming a big fan of the friend of the Raider Homer channel, and I'm going to look to find ways to bring him on as much as possible. Raider Art is a young dude that grew up in the Oakland tailgates, as did Oakland Raider Savage. So, tonight we got some Raider royalty coming in, y'all. So stay tuned. Let's hear from these guys, all right? I'm happy to bring on Oakland Raider Savage back to the channel. All right. Now, don't forget, there's a lot of Raider news going on right now, man. Lots of transactions coming on. Tomorrow is the franchise tag day. We'll see if we're going to drop the franchise tag on anybody. I say Aguilar. People say no. And those people are Kevlar Prom Dress and T3 Raider Sports Guy. Now, we do our podcast, the Only Nation podcast, and if you want to hear us discuss the Raiders, because we get in depth, and we just interviewed a Raider player named Drew Bowie from back in the days. He's had some great stories. He's been on the channel, on the podcast before, so I look to bring him on this channel in the future. But for now, go check him out on the Only Nation podcast. You can find the Only Nation podcast on all your favorite music apps, so be sure to subscribe to us also on YouTube. Just search the Only Nation podcast. You can also subscribe to T3 Sports Guy's YouTube channel. And don't forget to head over there to Captain Jack Rackham Levy's YouTube channel and subscribe there as well if you haven't already. All right. Now you can find me just by going to the RaiderHomerChannel.buzzsprout.com, and you're going to see all these podcasts popping up here and there. Like I said, we're going to be discussing some of these podcasts coming up with the Loyalty Crew. We got some stuff coming up with Oakland Raider Savage. I got stuff coming up. We're going to include we're going to try to bring back the Raider Invasion podcast with me, Captain Jack, and Demon King. And we're also going to be bringing back Raider Nation Music TV, which will be me, Asylum, and Oakland Raider Savage. Like I said, Oakland Raider Savage is coming back to the Raider Homer channel, and we're excited to have him. So let's get going. Let's get going. All right, hey Blitzers, don't forget to get your calls in by 8 o'clock. All right, I got time to play Raider Homer's Phone Blitz, so get your calls in if you want to give your shout-outs. Tell us what you want the Raiders to do in free agency. Just get your calls in by 8 o'clock. All right, or, you can give your shout-outs in the chat line, and I'll be sure to read those in between callers. All right, now, let me know if you would like to buy a Border Chapters Pillaging Just for Fun Austin chapter patch. All right, look, we're going to be talking about this with Mad Max as well. We got some news coming out, y'all. If we can start rolling all this stuff out. All right, this week's mailbag. All right, man, look, you heard from the Violator earlier. He just got into the Hall of Fame. He released his book. Get this, y'all. The Walk. Let me see. The Walk. Footsteps of My Journey. So make sure you get this book. I bought it the first day out. Comes with an autograph, y'all. Boom. So hit up Wayne to get all the information. Look, this came in the mail. Fans of the Nation calendar. Most of these cats have been on my channel except Queen of the Darkness, Sister Soul Taker, and Raider Goon. But hey, make sure you contact any of these guys to get the calendar. All right, now check it out. This is what was in the mail. Custom shirt from JR60 Brands. The One Nation Raider Homer shield. All right, look, he even put the Oaktown Legends logo on the sleeve. All right, and he put the face-off logo that were real popular with his hats. All right, you can hit up, well, I think you can hit him up. Like I said, I ordered this a while back, but I haven't heard from Joker very much here lately. So let me know if you hear from him. I know that he's kind of changed up his IG account, his social media accounts, and it's all just JR60 Brands. So the rumor is the Joker Raider might be retiring. So if you get in touch with them, let them know that I want to do some more stuff with this logo, y'all. Tell them to hit up Raider Homer. All right? Cool. All right. Hey, man, look, thanks for everybody sending all that stuff. I appreciate the Raider love. So let's go ahead and get to our first caller, which is Mad Max. I'm happy to have Mad Max come back on. Mad Max is one of the guys that brought me on into the Raider Nation and started showing me, who's who. And from there, I started rolling with Polo, Sammy, Ronnie. So, looking forward to bringing Mad Max back on. So let's get to it. All right, Raider Nation, here we are. We are back with the Loyalty Crew founder, Mad Max. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing real good, real good. It's good to be out here and good to be back on the radio, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing some podcast stuff.
Yeah, bro. Y'all just saw the picture that Mad Max made for Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans. That was our first podcast that we aired here on the Raider Homer channel on YouTube. We interviewed Wayne, Cisco Kid, Juan Baja Raider. Who else did we interview? Polo Rodriguez, Hell Raider. I mean,
Raider Penguin.
Yeah.
I mean, we just loaded it up.
So.
One thing I like to say is that we started this, and we want to. It's nice to see everybody's coming on board and doing what we started. Our ideas to get these super fans out there, to get people knowing what they do, to know that they're just regular people like us, and we just love what we do, just like the nation. We love the nation following us and supporting us.
Oh yeah, and getting the word out too. We were helping getting the word out before. This was pre-COVID, so we were getting information out on events and things like that, because that's where it's at, right? When you're with the Raider Nation, the super fans are there, but it's not just that. It's being there with the fans that you've been seeing at the games and at the other events, and fellowshipping, as Wayne says.
Yes, exactly. That's a big part of the nation, and I know we're missing that. That's why it's good that you're able to bring this stuff, this entertainment, this knowledge, to the Raider Nation. That's what we need, bro. So I thank everybody out there doing their thing, and we're back. We're going to start back with our own thing here.
Yeah, we're coming back with the Loyalty Crew podcast. Now, the first so many episodes, right, we're going to be focused on the Raider Nation magazine guests that, appeared in the Raider Nation magazine. So first up, we're looking to get Kevin on with, or I should say Mob Boss on with Raider Tone. And, we'll talk to Wayne and all that. But, yeah, we're bringing that out here in, a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah. We should be coming in towards the end of March, just trying to get everything together, get our guests together, make sure, we get everything lined up. Like I said, this Raider Nation magazine is new. And it's popping out there, you know what I'm saying? And we're fortunate to have our little business in there. And like I said, just honored, man. Just honored to be in there. We're in an edition with Rilla, so it's just an honor, brother. It's an honor.
Yeah, when Kevin came to me and he said, he wanted to feature me in there, I was like, bro, for real? That's an honor, because one of the first things that, my boss told me, man, when I started talking to him, was like, real recognize real, and I got to be a part of the ceremonies at the Raider Nation Explosion. I get to be in this Raider Nation magazine, Volume 2, with Rilla, like you say, and all the other great guests in there, man. So, like I said, that's what this channel is dedicated to, is bringing the news of these events, because I enjoyed that event very much, the Raider Nation Explosion. That was, not just walking the stage, but like you said, seeing everybody there. I got pictures with Polo, Ronnie, Marty Marr was there. Luisa was there. It was a great time, and so I'm honored to bring that podcast out, dude, because Raider Nation magazine is gonna keep going, dude. So there's plenty of content, coming out of that magazine alone, and it's nice to be able to work with those guys and help them get the word out.
Yeah, definitely. Kevin's a good friend, family of mine. Ice and all that. And, like you said, he came and asked, and I was like, wow, I was in awe, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at the number one. I got that magazine as soon as it came out, and I was all through it, and I'm like, wow, maybe one day, and to be coming asked to come on the second issue, it's just honored, with Captain Jackson there. You got Spicy in there. You just got an array of people. You've got the content is, it's players, it's team information, it's super fan, it's clubs, it's all in one events, that we're able to have now. It's just, that we haven't had, but we've got information in there, to where we can, head towards where we need to go next. But it's an awesome thing, the Raider Nation magazine. Go out and get it, man. 559-517-8327. 27, excuse me. I'll get that right. 8823. Just order it, man. I'll tell you can't go wrong. The price is right on. It's all gloss. Every page is gloss, man. Put together professionally. I think Raider Tone and Mike Mike Mejia, right? That's Mike Mejia.
Yeah, Mike Mejia.
Yeah. These guys are out there getting these stories, and their crew in the background. It's just an awesome staff they got there, and it's a good thing they needed to bring. We needed something like that. We have podcasts that bring out stuff. We got events, but we need that visual content that we can look back at and say, man, I remember that time. So it's good memories in there too.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Now you've been doing a lot of work, man, over there in Phoenix with the Black Hole, dude. So talk a little bit about what y'all have been up to over there.
Well, through this COVID, we've been lucky. We've been just lucky to be able to do stuff with our chapter. We started the year with a barbecue to get everybody in there, to let them know what we're going to do. And of course, we are led by Hell Raider, Carlos. Carlos. He's just Ronnie Carlos Albaca. He's just an awesome person, and he leads us. And his wife is just an awesome person, Vero. And we all get there. We got an awesome cabinet. We've got our events coordinator is Darkness Reigns. We got all super fans. Darkness Reigns. We didn't plan it like that, but that's how it came out. She's good at what she does. She plans it out. We do it. Then we've got 3 Sergeant at Arms, Ultimate Raider, Raider Doom, and then Manny. And then, of course, I'm vice president and Ronnie's president. But we did we start out with the trunk or treat thing. Had a great time. About 100 kids came out there. Arizona, too, wasn't allowed to go out door to door either. So we try to bring stuff to the community there in Levine, Arizona. And, it's just awesome. And then we did the Thanksgiving thing where we had over 100 boxes to make sure we got them 100 boxes. You know how that can be yourself, you doing that, helping the people out there. So we did that, got through that, man. Then right away, 2 weeks later, we're into Christmas, and we had Christmas wishes. And we had where you go to the people come in, you go to the tree, grab it like a secret angel. And then, we had the toys out there. We had 13 super fans from El Resendez to Jason came out, 3 Skulls came out. Of course, we had our own Raider Warrior, Raider Doom, Ultimate Raider, Darkness Reigns. It was just so awesome. The kids loved it. The families loved it. We've got such great feedback from the community. People walk up to us and say, man, why are you doing this out here? It says, because this is what the Raider Nation does. This is what Black Hole does. We get out there and we help the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's why, I'm glad that I met you and you found me, really, because learning from, like I said, from you, Polo, Kevin, man, look at all the good things that y'all are doing. That's what inspired me to do good in my community as well, man. Doing we did the costume drive. We did the Texas Pit Crew. We're doing the softball tournament for the Wounded Warrior Project. I mean, bro, Black Hole, that's what we do, man. We back up the community. We back each other up, man. I'm pretty proud to be a part of this little border chapter thing that we got going on, man. We can talk more about that here in a minute.
Yeah. That's some neat thing going on, and it's just another reason to become a Raider, and be a Raider. Be proud of that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, we'll get into that here in a little bit. Another thing that we got going is I want to give this shout out first to Malosos de Monterrey. They've got something coming in May 15th. And it's just going to be a splash out there. So whoever can make it out there, head out there, need tickets or any information, get a hold of Tavo Romanowski. That's Tavo Romanowski. And he'll let you know. That's the president out there. He'll let you know everything's going out there. Double G's going to be out there. Goon's going to be out there. I mean, it's just going to be a phenomenal time out there. Little Chucky's going to be out there. He's going to be doing the radio station out there, Mexican radio station. He's going to be coming out there. Little Chucky Gruden, one of my boys, he's just such a cool little kid, man.
I know, man.
And Celia, his mom's just, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, these two are just, just awesome, bro. It's just awesome. I trip out on them, man. Pretty cool to be there. but yeah, that's one thing I just wanted to throw a shout out real quick while we got a chance out there. Look that up. That's May 15th. Go out there and go across the border and have some fun, man.
Man, I'm happy to hear all these events popping up now. They're starting to open up certain areas. I'm ready to start traveling again, man. The Raider Homer channel, I really want to focus on getting footage as well. Not just reporting and doing podcasts, but actually going to the events and getting footage and things like that and sharing in these memories, man. I'm glad COVID's kind of starting to settle down for the most part. The vaccinations are coming out, and people are starting to open up and do more events, man. I miss it.
Yeah, most definitely. We see each other. It's like Christmas, man.
Yeah.
I've had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to have, we'd had super fans come out here to Phoenix. We had Raider Joker. We've got, they just have to stop by, man. We're like, what the hell? You're in town, kind of thing. Raider Joker. He always gets us like that. So, yeah, he's something out. Yeah. Hey, don't forget to get out there and get that JR60 brand too. He's got some nice stuff out there, man. That's my boy.
Yeah, he just sent me this custom shirt, man. This, the One Nation logo, right, with the Raider Homer shield in it.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I didn't know that was a shirt already, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
like I was saying earlier, I was telling the Raider Nation that we had this deal going on. We were gonna start collaborating, man. He sent this shirt out, but he's been very incognito here lately, man. So I'm starting to worry about our boy Joker Raider, man. So if you see him, let me know, man, because I want to get that patch made.
Yeah, I see him out there, but yeah, like you said, he's on the ground for right now. He's just at the gym doing his thing too. So that's where I catch him. See him there, man. But yeah, it's awesome. Get your stuff there. Also, we can't forget, Raider for Life.
Fabian, yeah.
Yeah, Fabian Mendoza, man. These guys got some phenomenal products out there. I'm telling you.
I wear that rnforlifer.com hat, that license plate hat, man. That's my favorite fucking hat, bro. I love that hat, man.
Yeah, I went and got mine too, and the owl hat too last year.
Yeah.
I just ordered some of the Raider stuff he had there. He's got a new Raider hat out there, and a white one. Of course, I love white, so I had to get one of them.
Oh, speaking of our podcast with Rilla, the Raider Nation magazine and all this stuff with Rilla in there, he did that Rilla patch, man. That was a badass patch too. How about that? I'm gonna put that on my Dickies, black hole shirt, man.
Yeah, that's a sick patch, man. That's one of the sickest out there with Marty Marr.
I like the compa, but with the face, what is the name I call it? The Paisa face.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, good stuff, brother. We got a lot of things, starting to pop up, as you said. We also got this big event coming. It's the same weekend. Pete Talasasupu, he's got his daughter passed away. And we released balloons a couple weeks ago just in commemoration of the day that it happened. But it's called Nestle's Project. And
it's Nestle's Project, bro. Yeah, bro. I was working behind the scenes with Peter Tuiasiopo, man, a while back, dude. So I was happy to see him get the word out there. I think it's beautiful that they're trying to get that law passed. So I'm happy to see him trying to get that word out. So we're looking forward to bringing him back on the Raider Homer channel. We were going to bring him on last week, but he got super busy, so we just pushed it back. But yeah, Nestle's fight. Y'all go to that Facebook page, man, and show some support, show some love. Iron Man and Jax, man, they're out there working hard for Peter, so I'm happy about that, man. I would love to go to this event, dude. This May 15th one in Vegas, that's the one I'm really leaning towards, man, because I want to meet Peter. Like I said, I was working behind the scenes with him, and he was telling me the story of Nestle's fight, and so, man, it was powerful, bro. And as a parent myself, I'm a parent, so I can understand his pain, but I mean, I could never really feel his pain. But I fear that pain, and my heart goes out to Pete. So prayers out to you, Pete. Looking forward to having you on the Raider Homer channel, and we'll get better details out of Pete hopefully next week. But yeah, that's Nestle's fight fundraiser over there at Tommy Rockers, hosted by of course Donna, Jax, and Jason.
Yes, and that is May 15th. That's at 3:00 until they shut it down. Yeah. And that's at Tommy Rockers It's going to be a great time. I'll be there. That's one event I'm going to make. I couldn't make the Mexico one, but of course, I had my surgery and I'm yet able to fly. Doctor has not released me yet, so that's why I haven't really, Ronnie, my president, he's been taking me, when we go. So opportunity I get to go to Vegas, I run there and get it done, or I get an opportunity to go somewhere area in Arizona right now. We head out, but there's great stuff coming out there. Like I said, it's going to be there. We have,
bro,
right there.
I'm telling you, I want to broadcast from there, bro. Like we did at the place at the mall for the blackout party. Man,
that was good.
Hey, Tiny Zeus Lester was there before he passed away.
Yes,
and Ty Brown was there, God rest his soul, before he passed around. And we got to interview Ty. Oh, man, we got to get back to Vegas and do that broadcast, bro.
No, most definitely. We got to get on. And like you said, this coming off of it, we're going to have more opportunities to bring more stuff to the nation and bring some visual stuff to the nation, not only, the radio podcast stuff like that. And, like I said, it's a good cause. It's a good thing, and we're leaning to go there too. I was invited and all that, and we've got the reservations and that. But the cost to get into there is you give it at the door, man. Be generous at the door, and that's where the benefit, everything. That's where it's going to benefit at the door. Give what you can from your heart. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a blast. And hopefully me and Homer can swing something in between there. I don't care if we have to do it outside the gate, but we're going to do something. We got
to the curb.
we got to.
We're going to be out there with an extension cord by the highway. So here we are outside of Tommy Rockers. You can see the stadium over there, but yeah, no, man, it's cool. We'll find a way, man.
I see through the window. I think I see through the window. I can see Mac peeking out.
They're not gonna roll out the red carpet for us. They're gonna roll it up.
yeah, we're gonna be in that carpet. But yeah, man, they got some good stuff happening out there. I just talked to Jason and got more information and stuff like that. He let me know some things coming on, and he's actually. For that benefit, Pete is actually, of course, the president and CEO, and Iron Man was just named as VP there to help handle that. Jax, of course, she handles all the paperwork and all the calling and all that, and very important because without that person, it's hard to do anything. I got a staff, which is, my loyalty crew people, and believe me, I praise them because they're doing the work. I'm out here basically having fun and they're doing the work, but respect on both ends. I love my crew and I always will take care of them, man. They do hard work out there.
Loyalty crew for life.
That's right, brother. That's right. We've been around, we put our foot in it, and now we're all in it. So that's what we wanted. And like I said, there's just a great times coming, man. I want to also give a shout out and congratulations to Tom Flores. That's from me. Tom Flores and the Violator. Now, the Violator will be coming on hopefully here in between this magazine showcase that we're going to be doing, and he's going to let us know. For me, I've always looked up to Violator. I always looked up to these guys, and for me, it's like I just met him again. I can't, it's hard for me to even talk to him because he's a Hall of Famer, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you try to model things around that person, Violator. You see, I modeled shit around that just because that I see what that man does. And for him to strive as high as he's gone, it just lets me know I got to work harder at this, bro. I got to work harder at this. You know what I'm saying? He put in 28 years almost, something like this.
Right around 30, for sure.
It's a lifetime, bro.
Yeah, it's been an honor and a privilege to work with him. We were doing the Raiders Superfan show on Fan Media Network with Ken Thompson and Captain Jack. Like I said, dude, you started introducing me to Polo and all them on Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans, and then we got Wayne on there, and then a year and a half later, I'm doing a show with Wayne in his gear, dude. It was badass, man. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that was our first guest, man. So it's truly honored to say, but it's like, and I talked to my boss about that. I said, man, I got butterflies, like it was like the first time I met him, it's like, man, I was so anxious and everything. So I'm like I know I could pick up the phone and call him. He'd answer the phone, right? But I'm like, oh man, anticipating and shit, because I look at that as that shining star that we always look up to at night. Violator's one of them. He's one of them in Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them in the Raiders football organization to be called a Hall of Fame fan and to make it. It's just
awesome.
An awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations to Wayne. Hey, check it out. Speaking of rolling things out, we're talking about rolling things out. We got big things coming up. Oso, he's giving you and me a shout out in the chat line. So what's up, Oso? Check it out. Also, another thing coming down the pipe, right? The Raiders are coming to Dallas, Texas. So TBH, ATX, TNBC, and Black Pirates are all getting together, and we're gonna throw a tailgate at that party, or at the tailgate, man. We're gonna have one hell of a party at that tailgate. Also, of course, bad guy Vic, man, he's hard at work right now, getting that Black Pirates party going like we did in Houston last time the Raiders were in Texas. So y'all, we're gonna be bringing that information. So get to Texas. That I'm hearing from people that I talk to that come on this channel that's the spot. A lot of people are trying to come to Texas. So shout out to TNBC and Black Pirates. Looking forward to working with y'all this year, man. Hey, and also thanks for sending your folks down here to help out with the Texas Pit Crew fundraiser. Appreciate it, brother. And I'm looking forward to getting back up there to y'all's TNBC annual bashes, man. Oh, it's almost here, guys. We're almost ready to start moving again.
Yeah, most definitely, it's feeling that way, And big shout out to also and Johnny and June and all that crew out there that are constantly working and putting this together. We'll be there. Phoenix Black Hole will be there. You know what I'm saying? We will be there. We're coming in a caravan, and we're gonna be there. We got to. I was born in the state of Texas, so I got to give it up to Texas.
Hell yeah. And so, and you're talking about TBH Phoenix coming. And so let's go ahead and we teasing a little bit about the border chapters. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that right now, bro.
Yeah. That's the Section 105 border chapters. That consists of California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Mexico. California is going to be led by Polo Rodriguez. Of course, Phoenix here. Our Ronnie Hellraider will be doing that. Sammy Alonso will be handling New Mexico. Raider Homer here, my bro, he'll be handling Texas, the big state of Texas. And then we got Then we got Juan Baja Ramos, Raider Ramos. He's going to be handling Mexico. I love that dude, man. That's my boy, Juan. Love you, brother. And what it is everybody's compiled. This border chapters compiled their own patches, which is pillaging just for fun. So each one of these chapters, they have their own patch. Now Texas has theirs, that Texas Hold'em kind of style. You've got here in Phoenix, the Phoenix Rising here. You've got New Mexico, the land of enchantment, man. You've got Cali, sunshine state like a mug. You got it going. So these patches are going to be out there, man. Pay attention. I'm starting to post them out there. Pay attention to them, man, because you're not going to see these. You're not going to see. The only place you're going to see them is right there with them gentlemen I just told you about.
So so once again, it's Polo, Fireman 4, right?
Yeah.
Hell Raider, Raider Penguin, and Raider Homer. We're all working together as the border chapters to help each other out, to help each other get money to do these events and fundraisers and things like that. So we're all looking out for each other. Be on the lookout. You want to get these as a set. You can get them individually from each of those people. Or we're gonna do some raffles. We're probably what I would like to do is a custom jersey with the name border chapters and then the patches on the front, and we might raffle that off, and then we might frame all the patches in a frame, and we'll raffle that off. You see a lot of people in the Raider Nation. There's so many patches out there, right? These are a collection. But you see a lot of people, the patch collectors, they put them in a frame, and so that's kind of where the idea come from. We got a set here, y'all. So hit us up, man, if y'all are interested. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, definitely. The prices on them If you buy one, they're $12. If you buy the set, listen to this. If you buy the set, they're $45. That's a $10 discount on that if you buy all 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? That's where you run into the deal. That's $12 includes your shipping and everything to get it out there. If you want one, you can actually get with these 5 people, and pretty soon we'll have it where you just get a hold of them. If you say, hey, I want the whole chapter thing, they'll be able to deliver everything, all 5 of them to you, each one of these guys. So that's being in the works and getting each other the patches so they can have that set available in California or New Mexico or Arizona. They'll have that, man. So, just get out there and check them out. I guarantee you ain't going to be, you're going to be satisfied. These are really, and I think Sammy Alonso, he's one of the baddest designers out there in these patches, man. He's getting off. That's my boy. So got to give him a shout out either way.
Yeah, man. Sammy helped me design the Oaktown Legends patch, man. He's always, helping people design patches, designing great patches for himself.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm. Hey, you know what? And there's some other. We're not gonna say too much, but we're working on some, some merchandise lines. I guess I'm gonna stop there, man. I got some ideas for the Bocadillos, and we have permission from super fans that have their images. So stay tuned, Raider Nation. We're trying to deliver some cool collectibles for the Raider Nation. So just stay tuned.
No, we got a lot of stuff working. I mean, one thing this has done is jumped up our creativity, man.
Absolutely.
We're inside, we're locked in, and your mind's just twisting. So
I've been pacing, coming up with ideas. I've been bugging the hell out of Max. Hey, bro, check it out. 5 minutes later, oh wait, but we're gonna do this too.
Hey, my man's had some ideas though, some good ones. We put them in the works. Oh, one thing I did forget, bro. On the other hand, is Tom Flores. Now, we all know he made the Hall of Fame. Now, the League of Bandits and Polo Rodriguez have this going where you get an 8x10 signed picture from Tom Flores. You get that, man, $50, $5 for shipping, and you get that package. Now, I ordered mine, of course, because, again, Tom Flores, 2-time Super Bowl winner, probably one of the best coaches ever, in the league, so it's just an awesome package. Now you can go to leagueofbandit.gmail and order from there, and they'll send that out to you. But again, that's Tom Flores signed Hall of Famer, man. Finally, it happened. Mr. Iceman got it, brother.
Man, congratulations, Coach Flores. Polo brought him on my channel, bro. I keep saying that, but I mean, come on. Right? That's something that you get to keep saying, right? You get to interview Tom Flores.
I keep saying that shit. I keep saying it over and over again. I think my whole thing will be, Tom Flores. But yeah, man.
Okay, so look, check it out. Just go. So like we're talking about, we're going to be rolling out the Loyalty Crew podcast, keeping you informed on event dates, Raider Nation magazine, when they come out, interviews with the guests, all that stuff, right? But you can go to theraiderhomerchannel.buzzsprout.com to catch all that. Right now, I got the first episode of the Raider Invasion podcast. That was only one episode. Sorry, we fell through on that. But you can hear LA Years from Wayne Mabry, where he talks about, being a fan moving from Mississippi to LA and then Oakland and all that. So, but that's where you will find the Loyalty Crew podcast. Also, the reason I wanted to point that out also is that I will be re-releasing the interviews with the players that I've done, interviews with, and Coach Flores. I'm going to re-release that episode too, and you can find that on the RaiderHomerChannel.buzzsprout.com.
That's where it's at, man. Go get your information. Got a lot of content. Raider Homer's been busting his ass out there, so I really appreciate you, man. Like I said, we put this together. And, we wanted to kind of change it up just a little bit, but still keep the same content. This is why we're going to more of the special edition and doing the Raider Nation magazine. That is going to be the special edition Loyalty Crew podcast show for right now. We'll do them, throughout the year, but they won't be like every week. We'll find something and we'll come back and we'll put it out there for you, Raider Nation. Yeah. Plus, this opening up, we'll be on the road, man. So we'll get over there, get out there and see all these, all our friends again, and get into these events and get back to that Mad Max Road Warrior status, brother. I've been road warrioring around my pool and shit. It's like, what do you do, man? So, but yeah, we're starting to crack open again. Also, give out shout out to BC. BC's got some new patches for the Autism Month coming in April. He has a new autism patch. Check that out. Designed by Sammy, man. I'm telling you, it's sick, bro. It's sick, that patch. So go out there and get it. BC Raider from the Black Hole, Detroit.
All right, cool. Well, we're about to wrap it up. Let's hit the chat line real quick. We got we got Demon King in here. Jason Dean Hunter. We got Raider Squid. Also Raider. We got who else we got in here? Raider Steve. Nice. Sebastian Gonzalez. Thank you all for commenting. Please share the video, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, go to the RaiderHomerChannel.buzzsprout.com and stay tuned, because we're going to start rolling this out now. Monday Nights Live. This platform, yes, we bring players on here. We bring other podcasters on here. We'll talk Raider football. But if you want to hear Raider football, please go to OnlyNationPod.com and listen to the Only Nation podcast. That's where you hear me doing most of my Raider football talk. But this channel is dedicated to what the Raider Nation's about, to us as a fan base. So stay tuned, because we got lots of news coming up. So Max, before we get out of here, tell them where to find you on social media.
Yeah, you can find me on Mad Max Asylum on IG, or Max T Mays on IG. Also on Facebook, you can find me on Max Tilio Mays, or Max Mays, or Max EAS Mays. Get me on anything media out there. I'm in groups. Just hit me up, and I'll take care of the information you need to know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to bringing the show back to you guys. Different name, a little bit same premise. We'll get out there and get that information to you. You'll learn about these. And hey, if you got any special super fan that you want, hit it up while Homer's on the line there. Let Homer know, and then we'll go get him. We'll get him in.
Absolutely. Hey, and one quick thing also, yeah, bro. The meet and greet, I've been talking to Vic, dude. We're going to dedicate it to Ty. I'm going to pull out some of the old audio that I have of Ty, and we're going to chop it up, and we're going to make, something completely dedicated to Ty Brown. Vic wants to perform, bro. It's on, man, in Texas. Y'all got to get here, y'all.
Yeah. No, it's going to be on, and like I said, to his family, condolences, and, it was just a tough one. That first opportunity I got to, opener to interview him, so that was an honor, it was an honor. So good to meet him and the family and everybody. Good to see Vic and everybody again over there, that South Town. So,
all right, yeah. Cool. All right, brother.
Well, all right, brother. Hey,
thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Thank you, Raider Nation. What's up? Keep it flowing, man.
All right, cool. All right, Raider Nation. There you have it. Mad Max of Loyalty Crew, Vice President of the Black Hole Phoenix. Man, mentor to many, shit taker from none. That dude is legit. Great friend of the Raider Homer channel. Looking forward to working with him. Like I said, we got the Loyalty Crew podcast coming out. We're going to be interviewing people from the Raider Nation magazine, featuring the Raider Nation magazine. Hopefully, we'll be bringing some breaking news, maybe. We'll see. We're going to have our, Mad Max Road Warrior show. That's where we go to remote broadcast on location. We did that in Vegas at the Palace for the Blackout Party. It was awesome there. Zeus Lester was there. That's where they were celebrating the Raider Nation magazine. We were, hey, man. And that's where we interviewed Ty. Yes, Rob is Ty, too. So, all right, cool. Let's get this show going, because we're right on time, actually. Oh, man, we're on time. All right, our next caller is Raiderette Black Ice. So, here we go.
Raider Nation for Life mixtape volume 6 entitled Raider Love. Get some on it, baby. Let's do this.
The Raider Nation for Life mixtape volume 6. Sweep the leather deeper than Key Sweat.
creepers, neighbors better check. Love to deal with peeps. We living like we the best. Reachers, bleachers, wind up broken necks. You see, it's simple. See, we ain't the one that you test. My people get lethal when haters want to flex. Raiders, sequel, stay alive with fever. Situations get you caught up, should've left it with beaver. Suckers get lethal, them fucking lies can't hang. Real G's who be sagging, boom, fire like bang. I guess you want me explain, I'm John Madden the same. Fuck Empire, bandwagon, niner gang. Talking shit if we lose, but when you win, you come out. We ask your pussies where you been, pop you in the mouth. It's about that Raider life, it's about that Raider love. It's about keeping tight and shutting all the haters up. You motherfuckers know it's a Raider thing. And while you watching, it's the type of shit you can't explain. The Mad Max off the edge, here to bring the pain. Keep it rockin', bull dub, we don't need the fame. They cursing cause the shit is in our Raider vein. Y'all keep copying, cause y'all will never be the same. Now we stopping y'all, better tuck the chain. Cause it's simple when we're looking at your stupid lanes. Silver, black, and silver, homie, let it rain. And do it like you violate until you walk with Kane. And toss a lit lighter with you hooked to some propane. Like the equalizer, time until you see the flame. Like Kevin Costner, kinda scary in the open range.
Banging in my brain. Raider clubs, every city, every single state. High fives and open arms, others just can't relate. Full dub, United Nations in this Raider gang. Dropping only dope tracks for y'all to bang. Dealing Raider music as the fans we use it. Some abuse it like dealers, the addict slang. Bringing that fire and taking you higher. Hands up, raised like Mujo Bata from Jamaica. We blaze. Mr. Greenleaf, another producer. Listen to the music, turn it up. It's your life now, it's time to choose it. Bang, bang, the Raider to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang. Raider, we hot, and you don't stop. Raider love to the very last drop. Raider love. The kind of love spreads across the world. We done that. Is that Raider love? The kind of love that hits you, get you in the front back. Is that Raider love? All kinds of songs and always make you want to pump that. Is that Raider? The kind of love that always make you want to come back. Is that Raider love? Done that. Is that Raider love? Is that Raider love? Is that Raider Is that Raider love?
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Black Ice. Want to send a shout out to Raiderette. Congratulations on your mixtape, Volume 6.
Raider Nation throwing that dub up, the 4 dub, and we all up in the stadium.
All right, Raider Nation, here we go for the first time on the Raider Homer channel, Raiderette Black Eyes. How you doing, Raiderette Black Eyes?
What's up? I'm doing great. How's it going?
I'm going well, you know. I'm trying to make it day by day, getting closer and closer. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It looks like we're going to be able to start moving around. We were just talking about in the green room about, you know, getting the vaccination because I'm fixing to move around. I'm super excited. You know,
Same.
yeah. You got any spoilers for us? You got any inside scoops on the Raider Nation explosion or anything like that?
No, you know you're talking to the wrong person.
Oh. Well, I was hoping he would
I-
talk so much that you would get some information out of just maybe him in the background or something, you know?
If you want some little scoops here and there, you would definitely have to talk to my boss.
Okay, all right. I'll just keep talking.
Yes. Like I said, I'm the background girl.
All right, cool. Well, His information's safe with you. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So here on the Raider Homer channel, we're all about world building. Now I know that you've been on other channels, so I'm excited to bring you on this channel. But I would like to start, square one. So let's start with how and why you became a Raider fan.
Ooh, how I became a Raider fan. Actually, it started in high school, but I started watching. I had the biggest crush on Marcus Allen, the biggest crush, and I just been kind of following him throughout the years. And I was the only Raider fan in my family. My dad, rest in peace, he's a Niner fan, and my mother is a New Orleans Saints fan. So Sundays were always in church because he was pastoring our church at the time, and not when I was in high school, but as an adult, he was pastoring our church. So getting away to watch games was difficult. But as soon as I got home, I would grab my snacks, lock myself up in the den, and it's a Raider game going on. He always, took the family room TV, him and my mom. So I was always snuck in the back, lock myself up, watch the game, cheer him on, cheer him on, cheer him on.
That's awesome. Yeah, Marcus
Yeah.
Allen. He's one of the greatest running backs for sure. I still
Absolutely.
love seeing that run in the Super Bowl. That
Yes.
was a great run.
Yes, he was the original beast in my book.
So did you still have a crush on him when he went to Kansas City?
Oh, I plead the fifth. I never cheered for Kansas City. I still don't cheer for Kansas City, only to lose.
Hey, like a true Raiderette. That's the way to be. Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely. There was the debate, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, the Bucks or the Chiefs, and I'm thinking to myself, it's win-win if the Bucks lose, because then the Chiefs, they don't have the bragging rights of having 3 Super Bowls, because they got us in like the versus records, right? The win-losses.
Right.
And then if the Bucks, they won, they still only had 2 Super Bowls. So we're ahead in Super Bowls versus the Bucks and the Chiefs, and the Chiefs don't have any bragging rights, and we got to see Patrick Mahomes get murdered in that game.
I had never seen that. I thought that man had some shots before the game. The way his bell was rung, his eyes looked like they were darn near crossed, and he was looking like a brand new pony just being born.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, this man here got his bell rung. Great job. I don't wish injuries on anybody, but sometimes you need to not break them down, but kind of bring them back down to earth.
Yeah, or just knock them out of the game if you're playing them, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So, big Marcus Allen fan, locking yourself up to watch the Raider game after church.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, when you started going to the games, and then when you became Raiderette Black Ice.
Ooh, I became Raiderette Black Ice around 2015 was the idea, and 2016 is when I came out. And I started going to the games when I married that delicious husband of mine, Raider Mob Boss. And ever since that first initial game, it's like getting tattooed. You crave more. You always look forward to the next Sunday or next Thursday or next Monday, whenever they're playing, because it's just an energy that I have not experienced anywhere else. Not that I've been to other games, but between hockey, I love hockey, between basketball games, it's just something about being in that stadium with everybody else just cheering and chanting and clapping and screaming and yelling. You crave it. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, if they allow it to happen in Vegas, getting into the stadium, watching some games. I cross my fingers, cross my eyes, cross everything. I want to get in there and start watching some games.
Absolutely.
Because I know it's going to be electrifying. It's going to be something that is epic. It's going to be just, I can't put it into words. It's more like a feeling, but it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling the same way. Of course, we were there home opener week 1, but just we couldn't get in. It just didn't feel, right, So hopefully this year, yeah, we can get in there and see that brand new stadium, that state of the art stadium that Al Davis wanted, that his son
Yep.
was able to deliver. Now we can get. I
Yep.
want to, ask you about how you developed your costume in a minute, but you grew up in the Oakland area in California, going to watching the Raiders, and then eventually going to the games on a consistent level.
Yes.
So I mean, Vegas. You're saying that you can't wait. What were your initial feelings when all that came up, and how were you able to get to the point where you were like, I can't wait to go to Vegas and see the Raiders play?
Well, actually, it actually happened when we first rolled up in Vegas to see the stadium the very first time. I had chills from my fingertips up my arms. It was just that building is beautiful. I don't care what any of these other haters have to say. Oh, it's a toilet bowl. It's one of those little sweepers. Forget what you say. Y'all stay over there in your little stadium. We got the state of the art. We got a beautiful, beautiful building, brand spanking new, and it's just waiting for these Raider fans and Raider lovers to fill up and just cheer our team on to hopefully a playoff victory and going on to the Super Bowl.
Here, here, you're preaching to the
Yes.
choir. I'm definitely
Yes.
feeling that.
Yes. I think things will turn around once the fans get in there and it just gives the players just something extra. They'll fight harder.
Yeah, and
I know the
10-6
passion's
or something, right?
yeah, I know the passion's there, but it's weird with you piped in, cheers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because I think Mike Mayock, he was talking about it in his interview. He said that going from stadium to stadium that were empty, and then towards the end of the season playing in some of the stadiums that had people. He said he was amazed at how much of a lack of energy there was in the Raiders stadium as opposed to just a 25% capacity stadium, and so yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean we got to bring that energy, and of course that's what the Black Hole and the Raider Nation's all about, standing up and making noise, so the
Absolutely.
team definitely needs that. Those guys, they a lot of a handful of those guys played in Oakland. They missed that. They got to experience that, and so
Yeah.
they definitely need that back. We all
Yeah,
do.
and we need it
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yep. We all do.
Yes.
All right, cool. So let's get back to the development of the Raiderette Black Eyes. Now you got the like the Phantom of the Opera mask on, the Dominatrix outfit. So I mean I don't know how any other way to describe that. Tell you the truth, sorry about that. But how did all that come about? How did you develop that look?
I'm a lover of bling. I love sparkle. I love crystals. I love just that little extra something something. And hubby likes me a certain way. So I kind of like appease him with that. And I said, you know what, let me just switch this up. Because I started off with like a one piece outfit. Then I went to a jersey. And now I have the two piece outfit with the corset and the little bolero jacket. And I said, this needs something. So I went just crazy blinging that thing out all over, just blinging it out. And he loves it. And the mask, you already seen the mask. That's all crystalled out. Um, let me think. What's the other question?
We're
My
just
brain
talking.
had gas. I'm sorry.
Now we're just talking about how you developed the character, the outfit
Oh,
overall.
oh yeah. It had to be straight black. It had some bling in there, and uh, just something different. I mean, something you really don't see that often. So, and like every other year, I'll change it up, change something about it, or add something to it. So, but right now, I'm sticking with this one for a while.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now you've brought up Kevin a couple of times. Kevin, as I was mentioning earlier in the show, is a big inspiration to me as far as the charity work that I do and how I try to represent the Raider Nation. And it's not always easy to live up to those standards, but the guy does great work in the community, and he's very passionate about that. And
Extremely. Yes, he
yeah, and
keeps me busy.
yeah, so I mean, talk a little bit about your passion for charity work and what it's like to be with somebody that's committed to not only his fan base and his family, but the
Hmm.
community that he lives in and at large.
Actually, it's easy to deal with because both of us, I was actually brought up in church more so than he was. I'm not going to speak too much on that part, but um, I've always been a lover of giving back, and it just took the Raiders to kind of draw him, into that, giving back, because he's always worked with, the youth department at our church, in some shape or form, especially the young men. And when I watched him do that, I'm thinking, well, if he could do that in the church, then we can, you know, take this outside and, spread it even further. So, he's done like raffles and charity, for different charities, and he's given to, like Kids Get Cancer Too, which is near and dear to my heart because my father passed away from cancer, and his dad passed away from cancer. So that's something that is near and dear to both our hearts. So, we take that serious, and it's not just, the children. There's, uh, oh my gosh, come on, Tanya. Um, there's the less fortunate. We take, I'm not gonna say take pride, but we love giving back to them as well. Be it hygiene bags, be it, food, if it's, whatever they're in need of, we do our best to do it, with our club. Oh yeah, shout out tonight to the Shield 209. Love you guys. Yeah, we enjoy doing all of that, and it's great to be married to someone who wants to do that as well. So it's not like I'm dragging you out every weekend to do this and do that. So it's something that we both enjoy doing, and we're going to keep doing as long as we can for as long as we can.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all are, y'all have a beautiful family. I'm just gonna say it. I've met like Dre and you and Kevin. I mean, y'all have a beautiful family.
Thank
So
you.
I mean, and then y'all are so passionate about what y'all do in the community. It's really wonderful to see. I don't know how to say it, but that's fucking awesome. That y'all are together like that, and
We
that's,
appreciate it.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's for real. Like if that's one thing that I think about. Having a girlfriend. If I'm gonna be able to find a girlfriend that has the passion that I have for doing the things that I do, and yeah, because it takes a lot to do those things. So you have to have somebody there that's willing to back you up, and definitely I can see it making it a lot easier if that person has the same passion as you.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just something that you got to expose her to, talk about it, expose her to it, and she'll catch on to it. It'll be something that she'll want to do as well. And she'll probably come up with some ideas of, well, let's try this or let's do that. So it may take some time, but she's out there.
You hear that, Raiderette? One of y'all are out there.
Keep hope alive. She is out there for you.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, talk a little bit about the team. I know that you feel like the team is going to do better when we're in there cheering for them because they're going to feel that energy. But what do you think the Raiders need to do in the off season though to get over that hump? Because there's a lot going on right now. We're losing a lot of players that we didn't expect to lose. So, I mean, how are you feeling about all these transactions?
This is the most confusing part of this, not confusing, but it's a kind of a tricky part of the season because sometimes you hear rumors here and there and you might get blindsided with the trade. But I mean, there's a method to their madness, and I know they had last season was from, what I've read that it's been a pretty good season. They really improved in different areas, but I mean, we still need to, tighten up that defense, just tighten that up, tighten it up.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Gus Bradley can come in. He's had that experience, coaching up the Legion of Boom. So I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
that we can get some kind of Legion of Boom too, I guess, in Las Vegas because, we got some young talent on the team. It's just that they were just young and dumb. It looked like because they were just making the same mistakes over and over. And I know they're professional athletes, and they'd be laughing at me if
Right.
they heard this, but it was just to me. I think it really is just coaching, and I'm hoping that Gus Bradley can step in and get the job done, man, because it's been a long time coming. And honestly, we talking about giving back to the community, but another thing is being positive. And the Raider
Absolutely.
Nation right now is not positive. I'm listening to Raider Nation radio. And people call in and complain, and I had to call in myself today, and I'm pointing out the fact that it's like, look, guys, please stop doing this because you sound like the kids in the back of the car that are
Are
asking,
we
"Are
there
we there
yet?
yet?" Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just hold on, guys. We're gonna get there when we get there. We gotta go down that road first, though.
And you're gonna have bumps in the road. Let's just be real. You're
Yeah.
gonna have bumps in the road. No season's going to be perfect.
Right.
I mean, that's just reality. But you still gotta take those bumps, ride it out. And when you get to that destination, we'll know. We will know because it's going to show in the team. It's going to show on that scoreboard.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the fan that's like, man, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Then when we start
Oh,
winning,
no.
oh, I knew it. I knew if we did this, I knew if we did that. Nobody wants to talk to that guy. Don't be that guy. Just
No.
be supportive, man. We're all frustrated. We all want to win. Let's just be supportive.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's other teams that feel the same about their team, but you can't knock your own team.
Right.
I mean, if you're a real, true Raider fan, true to the heart, you're going to have those moments, like you said, you're like, man, dang, goodness, good grief. But you still ride for him. You still support him. You still cheer him on. Keep the negativity at bay. Just push that to the side and just keep pushing your team. Keep cheering them on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Nothing is instant. This microwave generation that we have right now is working my last nerve. But I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
Microwave generation. That's
Yes,
perfect.
they
Yes,
want it
everything's
now.
instant. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, and just patience. I think that's the word because the main word for this phase of being a Raider fan right now. Because the biggest mistake that I think Al Davis made in his career, and again, he's not here to tell me to shut the f up, right? But he just was chasing that Super Bowl, and it's understandable. But we were going from coach after coach to quarterback after quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
that's I think that's kind of like if we're using the child metaphor, Al Davis was kind of raising the Raider Nation to have that same mentality. We're just talking
Mm-hmm.
about the microwave mentality. Al Davis wanted to win now in his latter
Right.
years, and I think that this younger generation caught on to that, and so their first knee jerk reaction is to say fire him, get rid of this guy, but then that's them, the younger generation. But I guess the confusing one is the older guys. But then I guess that makes sense because a lot of people would get jaded.
Mm-hmm.
But just stay positive, just stay
Just stay
positive.
positive. That's the foundation,
Yeah.
really, is just stay positive.
Yeah, because y'all were going to the games and doing all these charity events and things like that when the Raiders weren't winning at all, and so
Oh
that's the
yeah.
key, is that being a Raider fan is not just about the team, right? There is no NFL if they're not the fans. So being a Raider fan is about interacting with other Raider fans and doing good things. And the great thing about being a Raider fan is that Al Davis it was all about diversity and judging people based on their actions and giving back to the
Right.
community and things like that. And so, once again, he taught us to do that. So, when all is feeling lost, Raider Nation, just remember that you can go to a Raider event and help raise money for cancer or feeding the
Mm-hmm.
homeless or whatever it is that we do. Animals, in our case, also, and then that is where you find I guess your comfort, your solace or whatever, because you're going in there where you're seeing your fellow Raider fans who feel that same pain. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
you can be positive about
Exactly.
it. Interaction wise.
Exactly. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, you could just be positive. It's a hard pill to swallow,
Yeah.
but you gotta swallow that sucker down, gulp some water, and move forward.
Well, I was gonna say go with the Modelo, but that was probably a bad idea. I shouldn't have said that actually. Don't do that, kids.
So, exactly. Take your medicine with water.
Yes, yes.
Adults, same thing.
All right, cool. Raiderette Black Eyes, thank you so much for coming on the Raider Homer channel. This is your first interview, so when we get you
Yes, and
back
hopefully not
on,
my last.
no, absolutely not. We'll get you back on. I wanted to get you on to the pregame show last year, but I petered out at the end of the season. I was doing too many shows, so I'm learning how to pace myself. But I want to get you back on that show in costume because I was telling the Raider Nation earlier I got some ideas for our pregame show using some pretty unique characters in the Raider Nation. So looking forward to getting you back on there. But
Absolutely.
before then, also we'll find a way to get you back on here.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me, Homer.
No problem. But before we let you go, tell the Raider Nation where they can find you on social media.
Alrighty, on Instagram, Raiderette Black Ice, Raiderette _ Black _ Ice _. And Instagram, it's just, Facebook, it's just my normal name, Latanya Guilford.
Like a professional. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good one.
Also, shout out to Knights of the Shield, 209-559-405-510. We're nationwide. All the other area codes I can't remember. Love you guys, and hope to see you in the new stadium very soon.
Awesome.
And thank you again, Homer.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right, Raider Nation. We just heard from Raiderette Black Eyes. Find her on social media. Man, she's out there working hard with Kevin. You heard her story. You heard about why she loves the Raiders, how she could develop the Black Eyes character. You heard her perspective on being positive. So find her on social media and give her a like. Follow her. All right, so let's check out the chat line. We got Raider Steve, Coors Light can with Coach's logo. Yeah, I know you're supposed to keep those closed, man. Those are collectibles. All right. Let's see. Raider Travis in the house. What's up, brother? 11-6. I'll take it. Asylum still in here. I'm sorry your whole family's 49ers fans. Yeah, my dad was a 49er fan. I couldn't stand it. My brother was a Cowboy fan. Oh, it was a nightmare. Let's see. Demon King, Raider Squid. Wow, he's putting out a 400-word essay. No, we better go back and read it, bro. Hopefully you don't got to present it. All right, cool. We still hearing from. We heard from Oso Raider. Hopefully he's still here. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's going down in Dallas. All right, cool. All right, cool. Now, this is the halftime show coming up right now, right? But remember, this week's halftime show, we're going to show exclusive footage from the Black Hole 2001, courtesy of the Oakland Raiders Savage. Man, this features, like I said, the Lowdown Band, Dave Monzo, Raider Rob, and a young Savage. So keep your eye out and see if you can see this young Savage. Let's see if we got any voicemails. Oh, we did get voicemails. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a phone blitz. Quick little phone blitz. Let's see. I shall find this in a second. Here we go.
Hey, Raider Homer, this is Houston Raider Steve. I just want to thank you for mentioning me on your listen to Oakland Legends tonight. And it was really great that you were able to go on the field for the Broncos game. I remember seeing a jersey and my boss and OG and everybody, just a Raider, out there on the field. I was in the middle, more towards the back of the line, but I saw you guys out on the field taking it all in, soaking it all in. How could you not? It's Monday Night Football against the Denver Broncos. Remember walking down the sideline, and I was on the inside thing, and I saw the quarterback, Flacco, on the field, and I look over and see all the Broncos players right there on the sideline when we were walking down there. Monday Night Football. It was dark. It's really electric. All the crowd was really loud and everything, and I was soaking it all in, looking up into the stands and looking at all the people before we get ready to walk on the field, and then running across the field and everything over there by the black hole end zone, and then running back and then walking off the field with you all and everything, and being so proud to be on the field representing the Raider Nation out there, in the fact that I got to share it all with you all, and how we all got together before we went on the field when they did the the warm-ups and everything, the practice, and also before we went down there, walked down the field, and walking out there and thinking about all the great Raider legends and the Raider players that have gone on that field all these years. And we were part of that. It really was a special time, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you all. You guys are my friends for life. And it's just a great memory. Have a great night, and great show as always, Raider Homer. Enjoy your stuff that Mom Boss and everybody does, and Trucy. And have a great night, and go Raiders. We're going to be back. Bye. God bless. Go. Hey, Raider Homer, Raider Nation, this is Houston Raider Steve. Boy, we've been pretty active in jumping these big contracts. Of course, I was a big fan of Richie Incognito. When you think of a Raider, you think of somebody like him. And I understand, it's near the end of his career, and they let him go. Then they should let Trent Brown go, because he's not he's the opposite of Incognito, in my opinion. He doesn't act like he wants to be a Raider, and we need to cut his money. He did play, but he's not worth what they're asking for, and I don't think he's motivated enough. So we need to get rid of him. LaMarcus Joyner, $9.5 million off the books if we go ahead and deal him. Then, of course, there's Dave Jackson. I was a big Dave Jackson fan, but it looks like he's gone too. So we're trimming all the fat off of that to go out and get these people. So I'm kind of concerned in everything on our offensive line. If Trent's gone and Incognito's gone, and of course Dave Jackson, so it's a big hole and everything. So I know we got Good and all these other good players. No pun intended. Plus the younger players, Colt Miller and all that, Parker and all them. He just pick it up, and Cotton needs to pick it up. But anyway, it's going to be an exciting off season. There never really is an off season being a Raider fan. We're going to be back. We're making the moves we have to do. We're trimming the fat. You don't need to pay somebody $9-10 million to play the game of football. When you go out and get one or two players in your place, at least possibly two, if not at least another good one. So anyway, it's always sad to see an offensive lineman go, especially somebody like Incognito, Dave Jackson. But that's what it is. It's a business. We have to remember it's a business. Whichever is best for the Raiders. Have to go offensive lineman, one of the first two picks. Anyway, of course, defensive line, linebackers as well. Anyway, great show. Go Raiders. We're back, baby.
All right, cool. I'll get next week. I'll have the phone blitz little segment lined up. You know me, man. I'm always behind on something. Don't ever have it is what it is. All right, look, you see Oakland Raider Savage coming on. Now let's get to the exclusive footage of the Lowdown Band continuing Raider Homer's halftime show.
Is Raider Rob in the house? Where's Raider Rob at? Raider Rob. That one and only Mr. Raider Rob. Where's he at? He's one of the founders of the Black Hole. We all went to school together and everything. I want to say happy birthday. Say my birthday.
Just win, baby.
I don't know.
The blue ball.
We're going to for your little celebration. AFC Championship. crowds. They're all in the house today, man. And now we got one member who's probably the biggest member of the Black Hole. Today's his birthday. So in true Raider tradition, I want us to give Dave a little, happy birthday type. Dave Manzo, who turned 30 Raiders something, I don't know, but on 3, we're gonna do it from the top with the happy birthday thing. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Say, happy birthday, dear Dave. Happy birthday to you. We're getting off of that raving ass today. We'll be in Tampa in 2 weeks. Take your passion inside this stadium and let's tear this motherfucker up. Back to the lowdown time, baby.
That's not going to go on TV with you guys going in. You guys going in? I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? You guys going in? You want to throw it on him and drop like 5 or 6.
Oh, man, there's like 2 minutes left. Figures. Oh, my God. I got to switch this up. That's all right. We'll show that last few minutes again. But you saw you saw Dave Manzo in there. You saw Raider Rob singing happy birthday to Dave Manzo. Raider Rob's a guest here on this channel. Look, we were talking to Mad Max earlier about, our podcast, Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans. And we started that podcast when Manzo passed away. So, Cisco came on and we gave our shout outs to him. So, prayers and condolences to the Manzo family. He was one of the founding members of the Black Hole. We saw Black Hole Steph in there and a Young Savage. Sorry I messed up the last little bit of that footage. Once again, though, I'll get that footage out there. It's the Raider Homer channel, y'all. Dope! This is how we do it. All right. So let's go ahead and get Savage to come on this channel. Welcome him back to the Raider Homer channel. So let's get him on.
Big bad wolf knows badass, and this is badass. You can tell from the walk what you saying, man. Ain't no time for no talk when we Raiderin'. Outlined in chalk how I hate her and see us ride or die with my Raider friends. So live with pride at the Raider events. Stay hands, stay high. We got a hit list, all black on line like bottomless pits. See, we do it for life at the top of the list. Salt and pepper, sugar, man, like the butter on grits. Got a lot of flavor, man, that's 100%. It's the high-stepping brother who hit 'em with bricks. Ain't a motherfucker out here that can do it like this. It's just the way the eye rapper ladies wiggle their tits. All my Raiders in the building, nothing bigger than this. I think it's time that we get it. All the love that we give, girl, we love that you with it. We need a body with a shorty and the naughty. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. You wanna be me with a body with a hottie with a life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Yeah, we love everybody that we do it for life. Let's Raider for life. It's only one nation, home board, and that's Raiders. All season we make moves, player no need to hate us. We about to show the world that we taking it back. Don't give a fuck about your team, this silver and black. All my Raiders around the world, go ahead and pump your fist. 4-Dub and Big Ski, man, we got another hit. Ride or die, boy, I'ma never jump shit. Cut me open, Raider juice all over the carpet. And it's a bitch to get it out, so homie, don't even try it. Don't keep fan talking shit, I might just start a riot. But I'm trying to keep cool, just trying to have fun. Where the females, I'm trying to find one. Raiderettes, where you at, baby girl, let's party. I'm in the function having fun, and I'm up to Bacardi. Everybody that know me know I'm repping it right. And guess what, it ain't a secret, I'm a Raider for life. Yeah. We need a body with a shorty and the naughty. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. You wanna be me with a body with a hottie with a life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Yeah, we love everybody that we do it for life. Let's Raider for life.
Some got hopes and dreams, we got ways and means. The supreme dream team, and we're back on the scene. They call me Raider to the mystic, another statistic of this Raider fan nation, and I'm feeling ballistic. Friends with the real OGs, you know that, and I always make sure my blunts are roll fat. I'm a cool cat, and I love everybody, even other fans, until they start acting shoddy, but they getting kicked out. We love to stay lit. Shout out to Pirate in heaven runs the ship. Shout out to old legends who still show us love. Old school holding down the fort from above. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a Raiders fan, no time to talk. My music loud and skulls and shields, all silver and black, and the power we feel.
We need a body with a shorty and the naughty. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. You wanna be me with a body with a hottie with a life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Let's Raider for life, let's Raider for life. Yeah, we love everybody that we do it for life. Let's Raider for life. The Raider Nation.
For life. Mixtape.
To all my fallen members of the Raider Nation legacy, we're gonna miss you, and we love you.
Big bad.
All right, Raider Nation. I think I clicked the button right this time. We do have Oakland Raider Savage, the return of the Oakland Raider Savage, here to the Raider Homer channel. Brother, I knew you'd find your way home eventually, man. It's glad to have you back.
Oh yeah, the place where I first did my first interview over here with you, Raider Homer. That's why I felt like, so you know what, Raider Homer would appreciate this footage of the black hole about 20. How many years is that? About 25 years ago. What is that? No, 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, man. I mean, that was special, dude. You know, there's very little footage of all those people in that video, and then you saw a young Savage in there, man. That was awesome, dude. Yeah, man. I definitely do appreciate that, man. Yeah, as a musician, man, I have to say the Lowdown Band was kicking ass, man. I was feeling it, man. It's my prerogative. Yeah, man. Great stuff, man. Loved hearing Raider Rob sing Happy Birthday to Dave Manzo, dude. That was something else, you know, seeing Rob on the mic. Sing! Everybody's like, oh, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I said before, like, Raider Rob, he had that intensity like forever. Like, he probably be at the library. I need a new book. I don't know. But that dude, he was always coming. He was always loud. Like I said, he'll go on the mic. My dad, you heard my dad in the beginning talking about, where's Raider Rob at? Where's Raider Rob at?
Yeah.
Raider Rob would kick off. It's like I always say, it's like church. And Raider Rob was pastor or whatever, he'll come out there and just start preaching how much we're gonna kill the Broncos or the Chiefs or whatever. Like Raider Rob will go out there and just get the whole crowd hyped up before the band even would start playing. So that was my childhood right there. That was my childhood right there. You saw me over there before the beard. At that time the Raiders were winning, so it's fine. I got the clean face. All these many years of the Raiders not playing up to what we feel they can play up to their abilities. Kind of aged me a little bit with the beard and all that. That's what that was. Oh yeah.
It aged us all, brother, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you talk about Rob preaching on the microphone. Of course, Rob came on the Oaktown Legends, and he recognized you, and he started giving a shout out to the Low Down Band, and of course, you mentioned your dad Sal being the bass player and the singer. So, you told me in the green room and all this and that, but you were mentioning your dad, and he is the bass player and the singer. And that footage is from, so the Black Hole started in '95, right? Originally, the idea kicked up in '94, but it really started in '95. So that's only 6 years at the beginning of the Black Hole, man. So your dad was around from the very, very beginning, man. So, talk about it, what he was doing for the Black Hole, obviously, other than just playing music.
So, that footage is also special because it had Raider Dave in there, and that was actually that was the 2000 AFC Championship game when the Raiders played the Ravens.
Yeah.
That fell on Dave's birthday. My dad and Dave went to the same high school. We lived 2 blocks away from Dave. So Dave's house was the headquarters for the Black Hole, the beginning. Back in Hayward, California, that's where the Black Hole started. And I know we thought Black Hole Rob said in one of his stories that if you were late to Raider Dave's house, you had to jump in a pool. Well, I found out recently that rule was put in because of my dad. Because my dad can never be on time for anything, so they try to make him come on time by, if you're late, Sal, you got to dive in the pool. Like I said, my dad been baptized many times over there at Dave's house because he was late to a Monday night game or late to whatever away games the Raiders are playing at the time, or when the Raiders are still in LA, whatever home games the Raiders are playing when they were in LA, we'll go to Dave's house. So my dad's probably been in that pool more times than anybody else because he was late. So, that's all part of that history, that Black Hole history. And Raider Dave's house, he had wall-to-wall Raider memorabilia. Just if you know Dave and you've been to his house, like, you already know the back room, that was business. That was a Raider games played. Raiders make a bad tackle or whatever, there's going to be some cursing. And I'm there 4 or 5 years old listening to all these bad words. Anything you hear, Sal, me, don't repeat what you hear here, okay? Don't repeat what you hear here. You hear? Okay. So, I grew up in all this, and my dad was one of the originals with Rob Rivera, like I said, Dave Monzo, his nephew, Joe, Junebug, Hard Hat Harry. Hard Hat Harry was the one that would throw the dummy around in the end zone when they're down there in the field. He threw the dummy around. They had to change the rules, sir. You can't throw that dummy around. So he was like, man. So he would just kind of punch the dummy and then hang it over the fence. Then they said, sir, you can't have the dummy anymore. So the NFL has been trying to find ways to tame the football's most notorious fans. So, but you can't tame us. You can't tame us.
Hell no, you can't tame us. Absolutely not, man. We're going to stand up and cheer for the team, make noise. We've had lots of great fans before us show us how we're supposed to do it. We're, leading with your dad and Dave and Rob and Black Hole Rob, all of those guys, man. So, but, let's dude, as a musician, man, your dad, he can play, man. That whole band can play, like I said. So talk about a little bit about the Lowdown Band. I know that you were talking about them being professional musicians and playing at other events and whatnot.
So, you know, I think I'm trying to remember exactly. I think he started his band around 93, 94. It was him and a group of his friends because, you know, my dad grew up in music. My dad used to do singing competitions back in the day when they used to have kind of like karaoke type deals, but they would have like contests. And my dad would come in, you know, first place, second place. One of the times when he placed, he ended up winning a laser disc player. If I don't remember those things, the big old DVDs, the laser disc player. My dad won one of those. So my dad went from there and then started. You know, he's been playing bass for a long time, so he decided to start a band. And you know, on that tape, you see the piano player. That was one of his close friends too. They both went to the Marines. I don't know if they went to the same time, but they both are from the Marines, so they kind of got that connection. And they're all both from Hayward. That was on the piano. That was Roy James, big Raider fan. The guitar player my dad met later on. That was the guy up in front. That is Tyrone Reese. I don't know if he was any fan yet, but he got converted into a Raider fan when he started playing with the band. So after that, he was like, Raiders, yeah, Raiders, with the black hole shirt. The guy behind him, that's our cousin Richie. He's a Cowboy fan. You know, some people, you know, they're lost souls, so he's a Cowboy fan. But he still respected the Raiders and the Raider Nation. He'll go out there and have fun. And then the guy on the drums, that's Don. He's a Niner fan. But you know, you got to try to integrate everybody else, you know, because he loved coming out too. So you know, everyone's a Raider fan underneath. They're all Raider fans underneath. You know, the ones that say they're not are just jealous that they can't, you know, represent that way. They probably have like, you know, family that's gonna tell them no. You know, black sheep, like just like Asylum said, black sheep. They're afraid to come out like that if it's black sheep. So the lowdown started, I want to say like 93, 94, and one of the big things that happened was my dad ended up getting a contract with the Oakland Hilton right down the street from the Coliseum, right there up Hagenberger. And my dad would play there every Friday and Saturday night, a lot of times during the home game weekends. So my dad would play there Friday and Saturday night. You'll see Jack Tatum used to come out there with Raymond Chester. Raymond Chester went up there a few times in my dad's band and started playing harmonica. There was one time Barrett Robbins showed up to the bar. He was over at the bar. My dad took a break, so he went to go to the bar to get a drink, and he saw this guy. And you know, my dad's like, "Oh, you look like you play for the Raiders," because he was, you know, Barrett Robbins is a big dude. Barrett Robbins, look at him. You don't know who I am? I'm Barrett Robbins. Oh, hey, yeah, what? Oh, I got to go back to the stage. Hold on. Oh, you know, went back. You know, so through those evenings, and my dad played music, like we would see, you know, Raider legends or current Raiders. There was one time my dad had I think it was one of the Black Hope parties. They were doing a fundraiser, and they had it at the Hilton during my dad's gigs, and we got to see Jerry Rice up there on stage auctioning off stuff. So you know, we grew up on this. My mom met John Gruden at the bar one time when he first got hired in 98. So you know, the band was just attracted Raiders, you know, Raiders and whatever. And the idea to bring the band to the Coliseum, my dad said once that on that first year of 95, he walked around the Coliseum, you know, we were walking around, and he saw this group of people with trumpets, and they were out there playing. So my dad had the idea, I wonder if anyone ever, you know, brought a whole band out to the Coliseum, and that's never been done. So the following year, my dad would borrow one of my auntie and uncle's generators, and then he borrowed across the street. We lived in front of my dad's uncle, so he borrowed his truck, and then we'll go and load the truck up like 3 hours after he just came back from the Hilton, got 2-3 hours of sleep, woke up the next morning, load the truck up again, drive out to the Coliseum, and then people were confused on what was going on. My dad just started, you know, putting the band out there, putting all the equipment together, and then before you know it, it became an every home game tradition for those 5-6 years, from 96 up until, I want to say his last year he played was 2001. I think the following season after that tape came out. So, and it's just been, you know, and with the band playing, you saw the crowd out there, everyone jumping around. doing the Raider chant. That's when you know it's authentic. Doing the Raider chant out there. And, it attracted a lot of, newscasters because back then the Black Hole used to be right next to the players' parking lot. So it attracted newscasters and everything. And I think that's when Rob Rivera was able to get out there and get the word out and what the Black Hole's all about. Let's go and make the stadium all blacked out. So when you look at it from the helicopters, it looks like a big old black hole. So when any opponents come in there, it just sucks all the energy out of them, and they'll never come out because the Raiders are going to take over just like a black hole does. Just take over the whole universe. That was the whole idea of the black hole. Yes.
Yeah, man, you get some love from Also Raider over here. Yeah, bro. So you check into those flights?
Oh, yes. I saw one that I'm probably gonna book either tonight or tomorrow because I want to be out there. I want to be out there and take my talents down there to Texas for that one weekend. So
yeah. So also, man, we're trying to get Savage to come down. He's on my team though. All right, he's Black Hole. He's on my team. But we're trying to get Savage to come down here and help us raise money for the Wounded Warriors Project during the softball tournament. So there you go. All right, cool. So, Savage, check it out, bro. I mean, you talked a little bit about your relationship with Dave Monzo, man. So share that with the Raider Nation.
Dave Monzo was like an uncle to me. Like I said, he lived like right around the corner from us. And a lot of my weekends, especially during football season, were spent over there at Dave Monzo's house. Dave was one of those dudes that would... Like, he had a big heart. Every time he saw me, what's up, Big Sal? My dad be like, who, me? No, Sal, you're short. So much your son over here. What's up, Big Sal? So, it was, Dave was one of those dudes that, he was cool. Like you'll never forget Dave. Dave will open his house to everybody. Like I said, if you would have saw the way his whole house was set up, I mean, that was like the inspiration for any man cave ever. Big screen TV. He had Budweiser boxes stapled to the top of the ceiling. So bull table in the back, everything. And Dave just, him with his parents, like, they would take care of everyone who comes in there. They'll take care of you. It's kind of like when you go to a tailgate. You go to a tailgate, they're going to take care of you. Doesn't matter who you are or whatever. As long as you're a Raider fan, they'll take care of you. And that's how Dave was. And it was sad to hear, when he passed away a year or so ago. But me growing up around that, that's our Dave special. And I always try to, every time I go on air, I always try to find some way to bring up Dave because, Dave was a huge part of the Black Hole story. And I always say Dave was number one because everything started at his house. Everything started right there at his house. And, like I said, he had an open door policy. You come in and just enjoy the game. And it was like a big family atmosphere. And that was because of Dave and his family, letting you in the house and everything. So Dave was special. And us over here who knew him, we miss him a lot. And we hope one day, somehow, some way, even Dave can get into the Hall of Fame too, somehow, some way. So,
hey, you never know, right? Start a petition, right? That's what we do nowadays. Start a petition to get Dave Monzo in the Hall of Fame. Ford Hall of Fame. But yeah, no, man, that's some rare footage, man. I've only come across a little bit of footage of Dave. That was the footage that you sent me, and then the footage from the Raider Nation DVD from 2003, which also had Black Hole Rob and Raider Rob in there. That was during that, shortly, I guess the next year after the footage that you just sent me. But yeah, man, that's some special stuff, man.
Yeah, it sucks because back then we didn't have phones with cameras and everything like we do now. We can just record anything instantly. That's why when I started coming on air like with you and everybody, and I just wanted to, I've had some criticism, through social media and all that time about, oh, you ain't Black Hole, whatever. I'm all like, dude, first of all, I grew up in this whole thing. Like, I lived this. I grew up in this. I'm a real Raider fan. I was there from the beginning. When I started understanding football and all that, and what it meant to be a Raider fan. I'm not some fair weather or casual Raider fan. I'm a diehard fan, and I grew up in this, and I wanted to try to find this footage to show people like I'm not just because there's some people that like to talk out of their backside because they want to act cool. I just like I want to show find this video. I want to show people like I was actually there. You saw me on there. I was eating food. That's back in the day.
Yeah.
Barbecuing and all that. I was over there. I was grubbing and everything like that. That's like I said, family atmosphere. So I wanted to try to find this because these tapes are rare. These videos are rare from those days, and I know I got some somewhere else, but I just wanted to show this and show everybody what it used to be like, and how the Black Hole tailgates. And this is no knock on everybody else, but how the Black Hole tailgates kind of started that whole party, atmosphere, and the NFL tried to shut it down with the whole you can't have fruits. It was like the NFL was trying to COVID us 20 years before COVID even happened. No groups to pick this. No, let's back up. Let's back up. The NFL's trying to find ways to screw us over. But yeah, and that's why I wish like the technology we had now was back then, because you probably see more videos of like us at Dave's house, or us at the Hilton, or us at the tailgates. Probably watch more of Raider Rob's sermons over there, just talking mess to any opposing fan. Like the story I told you, where a person will come in talking about, I want to be Black Hole, and they'll get all the Black Hole members with their beers and pour it on the guy, and that was their baptism. And I don't even know who started it. I want to say Raider Rob started that, but I'm not sure who started that. But Raider Rob was the one that orchestrated. Let's go, everybody! Get your beers. This guy wants to be Black Hole. Let's go. Open your beers. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And they're all pour beers on the guy. And then the guy be like, yes, Black Hole, yeah. So these are stuff that I witnessed. Also, I was also in charge of the generator. I had to make sure that I put gas in the generator, or the whole show would cut out. So that was an important part of the whole, production too. So
absolutely.
And my mom too. My mom was a big part too. She made the first Black Hole flag that would fly. I don't think it was on the video, but she made the first Black Hole flag that would fly at the tailgates. That flag was like 20 feet up in the sky. And my mom would also help packing the truck and driving the truck back. My dad would go inside because he had season tickets, and me and my mom, we were the roadies. We'll come and pack everything up and take it back to the house and unpack it and everything. So, it was a family thing. It was a family thing. The Black Hole and the Lowdown, it was a family thing, and I miss those days.
I bet you do, brother. It looked like some great times, man. But you know what? People like you, brother, growing up in that, and people like my next guest, Raider Art, people that are growing up in that, dude, true, genuine Raider fans that aren't trying to be superstars, that are just trying to pass on those traditions, man. That's where it's at, bro. And y'all can get it done. People like you and Kevin and Wayne, y'all guys, Polo, y'all guys have inspired me, man. So, hey, just keep doing what you do, bro, and you'll have more of those. You're gonna have your own badass Savage tailgate, dude. I'm gonna be broadcasting from there, man. Set up a ring in the middle, dude. Homer versus Savage. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah.
All Raider fans will be free. All other fans, you got to charge.
Hey, check it out. From Jose Conchas, Raider Milt, R.I.P. What does that mean to you?
Oh yeah. So Raider Milt is a so Jose Conchas. That's my homie. One of my close friends. We went to high school together, played football and everything. And Raider Milt, he was. If you go on my Instagram back in May, I think it was May, I posted a 5-minute video of Raider Milt. Raider Milt was one of the most intense guys. Big Raider fan. He was one of our football coaches. And that dude, you want to talk about? Raider Milt was probably up there. You could probably rank him up there with like Raider Rob. Loud, talk mess, don't care. I don't care. You want to step to me, I'll knock you out kind of attitude. Because Raider Milt was also an MMA fighter and a referee for MMA before he passed away too. So Raider Milt's one of those guys who's one of my teachers, like you said, and football coaches, and I miss him too. So I try to bring his intensity, but with just not as much bad language, there's kids out there. I don't want to be out there saying F this, F that, da 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 da. You know, gotta stay family friendly. But Raider Milt, that dude was intense. He'll sit behind the visitors sideline and just try to get in the head of all the players. He used to, a lot of times, like when the Chargers would come up and Junior Seau was still playing, you know, with the Chargers at the time, he'll be back there. All the bad words he learned from the Samoan dudes back in school, he'll go and say it to Junior Seau just to get in his head. And we'll turn around. He'll be like, "Why are you talking mess for?" And then Raider Milt be like, "All right, why are you looking at me for? The game's over there. I'm in your head because the mind F is a mother effer," what he would say. So Raider Milt, you know, he's one of those big intense dudes, and that was, like I said, me and Jose Conchas on the comment. We grew up with that. I was our coach / teacher, and we miss him a lot too. A lot of these, I say, you know, there's a lot of big. Well, I don't know if you can call him a super fan because he didn't dress up or nothing, but he was still like a super fan because he, you know, had that respect and he was fun to be around. And every time when someone would like try to talk mess about the Raiders, oh, that dude will shut you up real quick. He'll shut you up real quick because you saw how big he was. You're like, yeah, you know, never mind. I was just joking. So, yeah, Raider Milt, you know, rest in peace to Raider Milt. He's special to us. And that was an intense dude.
Yeah, man. So we got Raider Steve in here. Oh, yeah, okay. He said, yeah, Milt would yell stuff at the opposing player. Okay, yeah, so Raider Steve's in here seconding your stories, man. So, yeah, dude, it's awesome to see your friends in here, dude, supporting you, man. Oakland Raider Savage, dude. Like I said earlier, you're returning to the channel. You went astray for a little bit, but I knew that real recognizes real, and you'd be back, dude, and I'm happy. So we've been talking about doing Raider Nation Music Television again, and I would love to get your father on there as a guest, dude. And you just keep sifting through that footage, and we'll present that footage, man, and promote the Lowdown Band as much as possible, dude, because they sounded good, you know.
Yeah, like I said, they were, you know, back in those glory years, you know, during the last consecutive winning seasons we had. You know, my dad was the band that, you know, everyone knew who the Lowdown Band was. Everyone who was there at the time still remembers who the Black Hole was. Like you heard, Raider Rob and even Raider Man was like Low Down on their show.
Yeah.
So, you know, the band was a big part of everything. And my dad still plays here and there. Of course, everything got slowed down because of COVID. But, you know, maybe there could be a chance, you know, sometime in the near future where, I don't know, where on the Vegas trip, the Lowdown Band just comes out of nowhere in the middle of the street, shut the whole thing down and just start playing back like it used to be in the early 2000s, in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Hey, let me know so I can broadcast it, man. I'm telling you, we can hook up the PA and all that to my interface and I better not give out any secrets, but yeah, man, we can broadcast that, brother. We can broadcast that.
Yeah, you know, that's what I try to do. Just try to get, you know, just, you know, the other members of the Black Hole and the other stories. Just try to get it all recognized and all that. The band, Raider Dave, and everything, and like I said, it'll be crazy. And I'm not making any promises, but anything's possible. It could be crazy if you out of nowhere, out there on the strip, maybe even on the Fremont, because you know, it looks like you could play bands over there on the Fremont Street over there. I don't know, just somewhere out of nowhere. The Lowdown Band just shows up, starts playing music, and now we're back. We time traveled back to the 2000s, dancing and everything in the middle of the street, chanting Raiders and getting everything all fired up. Because you know, if you really think about it, my dad played music the last time the Raiders were good. So maybe we need to bring back the Lowdown Band, and that was the missing piece we need to have the Raiders get over the hump and start playing like they used to back in the late 90s, early 2000s, to get back to, you know, to excellence. So maybe, you know.
I'm sold, brother. I'd say go for it. Let's do it. I'll help you put gas in the generator, okay?
It's a very important part of the whole thing, you know. Like I said, that was my job. So, you know, that's the main thing we need to get, is the generator and make sure we have gas in it, and just keep the party going, keep the party going, keep the party going.
All right, cool.
And make sure Raider Rob, and we need Rob over there too, Raider Rob, to do the Sunday, the Oakland Raider or the Las Vegas Raiders, the Raiders mass, and start just preaching like he used to do, and just get everything going, make it live again, Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, brother. I'd love to be there. All right, cool, man. We're running a little late now. I got to get to Raider Art, man. Have you ever met Raider Art?
I believe I met him a few times back in Oakland that last season. I believe so. Okay. So, but yeah, I feel like I did.
All right, well, make sure you tune in and listen to his story and give him some shout outs. But before I let you go, brother, tell the Raider Nation how to find you on social media.
Well, the main account I'm usually more active on is Instagram. That's Oakland Raider Savage on Instagram, and I also am on Facebook, Oakland Raider Savage on Facebook. Twitter, I gotta start doing the Twitter. I gotta start doing more active on Twitter. But that's what is that again?
Just search Oakland Raider Savage on Twitter. It'll probably pop up.
Yeah. See, that's how much I haven't been really active on Twitter, and I forget what my Twitter name is.
Bro, it's a cesspool over there, dude. It's not even fun, dude. I mean, you think it's bad on Facebook? It's even worse over there, bro. But the thing is, most of the players, they stay active on there. So what makes it worse is you got all, the YouTubers and everybody trying to build names, whether it's in a negative way or a positive way, off of these players and off of these other broadcasters. Like, there were people attacking JT the Brick, calling them out. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you're just trying to build your name on top of JT the Brick. It's a cesspool. Twitter is a cesspool, dude. Social media overall, but Twitter is by far the worst. But yeah, you still got to manage that and then get yourself out there for sure.
Yeah, you can't diss JT the Brick. That guy, as you heard on your last show, everyone catch Homer's last show. That would have some black hole history too with Rob Rivera and Raider Man, but JT the Brick was also a big part of the black hole. He was out there broadcasting. He gave shout outs all the time. He got brought into the black hole and just fell in love with the whole Raider Nation culture. And when Dave passed away, even JT the Brick did a big old shout out on Twitter for Raider Dave because he knows, he's JT the Brick bleeds black hole also. So Don't you mess with J to the Brick. I'll go out there and throw a J to the Brick at someone's face. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, brother. Have a good night. Be safe out there.
Oh, yeah. You too, Raider Nation. Have a good night. Be safe. Let's get ready for the next season because we're coming hard now. COVID's about to be over. We're going to be out there, and we're going to bring the intensity back into Allegiant Stadium. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Absolutely. All right, brother. Good night.
Good night.
All right, Raider Nation. There you have it, the return of the Oakland Raider Savage here on the Raider Homer channel. It's a pleasure to have him on here. That dude has passion, y'all. Dedication and loyalty, man. I appreciate everything that he has done, especially bringing that exclusive footage. I know I messed it up at the end. Just only cut off about a minute of it. But we will re-air that. Like I said, we're going to try to do Raider Nation Music Television coming up probably on Thursdays. Fill in these weeknights so we can have as much of the weekend to ourselves as possible. Monday nights was a football game, Thursday night's a football game, so let's do Raider shows at that point. I'd love to get Sal's father, Sal, on there, talk about the lowdown bound, and that's when we'll show that footage again. So stay tuned, Raider Nation. And for all the Oakland Raiders Savages friends that have popped in here, please subscribe. All right, please subscribe to the channel on your way out. And make sure you sit in to hear Raider Art's story. Again, Raider Art is another kid that grew up in the Raider Nation. He's a man now. He's got his own YouTube channel. So we're about to bring him on for the first time. And this is our newest Oaktown Legends segment of the season, y'all. So Monday nights live, throughout the year, we bring on people that were a part of the Oakland tailgating scene, people that helped make the Oakland tailgating scene legendary, and we call it an Oaktown Legends segment. And then January 30th, we'll get those guests back on, and then share this big 5-hour marathon broadcast. You can see that part 1, part 2, and part 3 on the Raider Homer channel, where we talk about the Oakland Raider tailgates and celebrate the birth of the Oakland Raiders. So the Oakland Raiders will live on here on this on the Raider Homer channel. I was blessed enough to go there. Took my daughter there. Those were special moments, even though they were fleeting and only a few. I learned my lesson and I saw it for myself. So I was happy to bring back a little piece of Oakland back home. So let's go ahead and get to Raider Art. Shout out to the chat line. Alice, Jason Demon King still in here. Raider Steve, thanks for sharing. Raider Jose Conchas, Corey Apple. Yeah. Your patches, bro, just message me. I'll get you this patch, man, for sure. All right. The Border chapter, section 105, Pillaging Podcast, Texas chapter. And then don't forget, man, you can hit up Sammy, Raider Penguin, to get another part of the collection. Hell Raider or Mad Max for the Phoenix. You can hit up Fireman 4, which is Polo Rodriguez, for the Santa Maria chapter. So that's a nice little collection. That's who you contact for those. And like I said, we got some things working. We're going to do some raffle off a couple of collections of those. We're going to roll out this Border chapters, again, which is Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, California, and Mexico. But Juan Baja Raider, he's got his shirt right now. Hit up Juan. Get you some shirts. All right, but we're coming together as the Border chapters. We got the Southern Alliance. You know, Black Pirates is repping over there with Larry the Prez and the guys that started the Southern Alliance, and now we got the Border chapters. So we're looking forward to putting all this together and doing what we can for the Raider Nation along the border. So anyways, let's go ahead and get to Raider Art. All right, Raider Nation. Here we go with Raider Art. Now, Raider Art is also, as Oakland Raider Savage was, a young man that grew up in the Oakland tailgates. You've seen him taking pictures with the Violator. I mean, Black Hole Raider Rob. You know, he was telling me about Art. So Art, you know, he sent me a letter. You know, and it was awesome to get that kind of letter. That he was thanking me for, you know, Oaktown Legends and sharing the memories of Oakland, because he was tuning in and enjoying those stories, reliving those stories. So, you know, Art, I'm glad to have you on the channel for the very first time. And here on the Raider Homer channel, we like to world build. So I want to go ahead and just do a basic interview with you and find out, first of all, why and how you became a Raider fan.
Oh, Homer, man, thank you, man. I mean, it's just been a great journey for me. I actually wanted to start off with my mom because she actually the one who introduced me to the Raiders. Like when I was 6 years old, she was like making like a slideshow where she had her like a first experience about the Raiders, going to the tailgate and all that, and it kind of really changed my mind. I mean, like changed my life in many ways. And she bought me like later, like a year, like she bought me like a helmet, like a original helmet that I bought, and she took me to the first Raider game with my sister, back in 2005. Me and Jim Otto, like we used to assault everybody, like at the tailgate, you see like the black hole tailgate that I'd never seen before, seen Raider Rob, Senior Raider Man, Violator, Spike and Howie and all that. And, like the rest is history.
Yeah, brother. I mean, and what a history it was, man. So, your mother, man, you grew up in the black hole or at the Raider tailgates, but your mother was a photographer for the Raiders on the sideline, man. So, wow, man, y'all are a Raider family through and through, dude. Talk a little bit about your mom being a photographer for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting story because back in 2011, she was brought up by a guy, Black Hole Rob Rivera, who offered her the opportunity to take some of the photography for the sideline field. And she got like her own credentials that she got from like the business office. And it's just amazing for her. That's her dream. That's what she loves to do. And she was making like new friends over there, and just amazing. I mean, she couldn't even believe she can't even stop taking photos because she used to like rap back in her high school days.
Okay, cool, man. That's awesome, man. The Black Hole Rivera hooked her up like that, man. Through and through, Oakland tailgate networking right there, man. That's awesome. So check it out. You got this Raider gear costume number 21, man. Is that? Cliff Branch? Is that Nadi Asamoah? Who's your favorite Raider player, and what inspired you to wear number 21?
Actually, the 21 is actually a tribute to Nnamdi Asomugha, what we used to like. He was one of the cornerback for us back in the good old days. So I just decided to choose him because I begged my mom to ask me like to get a jersey one day, and she was like, yeah, maybe. And then one day my grandmother from all the way from Oklahoma, she bought me like the package of the jersey and some of like those pants, like the soldier pants that has like a stripe in it. And I owe a lot to her a lot. And that was like back in 2013 when I started like fully gear dressed up, and just to like not to like be famous and trying to get like the people on camera just to have me like pose and everything. It's just like really normally like a human being Raider fan.
Yeah, man, just representing the Raiders the best way you can, right? Loud and proud, dressed in silver and black.
Yes, always.
All right, cool. So, talk a little bit about some of your favorite Raider players, I should say.
Well, Nnamdi Asomugha, I would have to say for me, Marshawn Lynch, originally from Oakland. Warren Sapp, that I know as a kid. I was going for Amari Cooper, but he kind of left. And I have to say Charles Woodson.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's all great Raiders. Woodson especially, he went into the Hall of Fame. How happy are you to hear about Woodson going into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it's just exciting because my mom's a big fan of Woodson. And we're also excited for our friend Wayne the Violator. He got inducted to the 4 Hall of Fans. We try to vote him like, every day in weeks and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, Wayne, I worked with Wayne a lot. I seen your pictures with Wayne. It's a pleasure working with Wayne. Man, I got stoked when he first subscribed to my channel. to get the recognition from Wayne, because I've seen Wayne all over TV, you know. So it was awesome to see that, and so talk. I guess talk a little bit about your relationship with Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, like my mom, she bought us like the first seat at the section 117 at the 50-yard line, where where the tunnel seat, like where the Raiders come out for like the pregame. And like one day, I seen the guy, he dresses up like the shoulder pads and with the spikes on his shoulder pads and his makeup on, and he was a pretty cool guy. I mean, my mom introduced me to him, like Green, how you doing and all that. We were becoming like best friends. I mean, like growing up, it's just like growing up. I'd never been to like doing like organizations to something like that, but I've been to like rallies. And the last time I just saw him was at the last game over in 2019 for the Jaguars,
Yeah, yeah. The last game ever in Oakland.
Yeah.
And speaking of, you grew up being an Oakland Raider fan, around the stadium. Your mother was a professional photographer. All these great black hole legends, that have done so much for the Raider Nation, man. So, I mean, how were you feeling about the Vegas move at first, and how are you feeling about it now?
Back in 2017, it was kind of like a heartbroken for us. I mean, I don't really like wanted to get into this politics, but it's just really heartfelt for our friends who hear about this news that they were going to like the Las Vegas. But the truth is, Homer, I am still a Raider fan in my life. I never gave up on them since day one, and that's why I make like a YouTube channel, like keep my fandom alive. Like it's kind of like a fan channel.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man. I would love to collaborate with you. As I was telling you in the green room, I would love to find ways to bring you back on this channel, and we can cross over on each other's channels. I'd love to come on your channel, and like I was telling you before, bro, I'll help you with your podcast, man. I'll help you with using broadcasting software, man. You seem like a guy that can handle it. And I'll definitely show you how to do it. Because, yeah, dude, it's all about passion. Representing the Raider Nation with pride and poise and a commitment to excellence. And making sure that the traditions that were laid out before us are carried on. And, all about those traditions. So I'm very excited to help you with your YouTube channel.
Oh, I created myself actually, because like I put some like 2 videos like the throwbacks. It has like Raider Rob with it. One of my friends from the Grill Iron game. Yeah, so go check it out and see what happened. My history of all that.
And the name of your YouTube channel is just Raider Art, right?
Yes, just type in Raider Art.
All right, cool. All right, man. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is the first day that we can put a franchise tag on our players. Free agency starts just about a week or so from now. What do you think the Raiders need to do to get over the hump, man, and start winning? Because we deserve to win now, right?
I haven't even checked the roster yet, but like in the news, I heard some like rumors about Russell Wilson that we were going through back then. They have some like rumors that he might come back, might be replacing Carr, because there are like Carr haters out there. I mean, I don't blame for Carr. I mean, he's a great quarterback, but it's just not the best of all, like, Rich Gannon and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. The Derek Carr divide is very real, and the debate is endless, it seems like. The Raider Nation is about split. But, so, I mean, you'd like to see Russell Wilson come to the Raiders then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors.
What do you think it would take to get him?
Try to do like best this time, like I said, like try to do it easier just for like the offensive line.
So, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what it takes to get make any kind of move like that. I don't think they're gonna do that. Russell Wilson is actually just trying to use the Raiders as leverage, in my personal opinion. He's just trying to get his get it out there that he wants to get traded and generate that trade interest. But we'll see what happens.
Okay.
But yeah, man. So talk a little bit about whatever you want, man. I mean, you've done so much. What you got any memories for us about the tailgates?
The favorite one is the black hole, of course. I have to say Raider Rasa at the D lot. That's one of my favorites. Like we have for friends, some of my friends from Oakland just tailgating, just having fun together, just cheering and just waiting for the game just to go in and get our tickets to security, just to show them the security, like the tickets to enter. But South Shield also Raiderhead were performing back then. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I can't even think of like something else, but I know what the Bad Boys of Barbecue is.
Okay, cool. Did you used to go to the Raider Image and get autographs from the players that would show up there before the game?
Well, like the off season, I did back then. Like me and my sis, we went to see like the Raiderettes and some of the Raider legends that I didn't like know as a kid back then, but now I know of like a little bit. But yeah, it's just amazing. I've been to like all the Raider Images store. It's just like the history that I went to, like, buy some of like the little Raider gear and stuff like that and all that.
Well, whose autograph do you have?
I don't know. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, we just have like the autographs for the Raiderettes actually. I can't even figure like the names, but it's just a little bit throwback, you know that?
Okay, cool.
I know that Jim Otto. We have the picture of Jim Otto. The first time I met it, like back in 2005, we went to the Fresno. We had an autograph with him. I'm not really sure where the autograph is. It's probably in the storage or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a big time autograph seeker. I got Bo Jackson's autograph, Tom Flores. I got Kenny King, Ira Matthews. I got a helmet signed by the several of the players that were on the 2016 team when I went to Dallas to help DFW with Michael Crabtree's football camp. So that was a nice little memory. I got Khalil Mack's autograph there. That was cool. So I got Jay Schrader's autograph in Oakland at the Raider Image. So that was cool. But yeah, I love getting Raider autographs, and I'm looking forward to getting more in the future and having events. What's it going to take to get you to come down here to Austin and have an event with me?
Well, I mean, I live in California. I mean, we don't really like live in Texas, but I have some like a little family who are actually from Texas, but it's actually in Lubbock, not Austin.
Well, hopefully one day you'll come visit them and then come visit us.
Maybe. I mean, we'll have to see.
All right, cool. So you talked a little bit about Raiderhead. You got a favorite Raiderhead song?
The going off the rails at the Raider game. That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've known these guys for a long time. Like when the way back that I started at the beginning, because I have been friends with Stoner Dude, Van Damme, Higher One, and all that. Like they've been putting out like the CDs and having like to perform like a tribute band for the Raiders, and it's amazing songs that they were like performing. I mean, I got the CDs like back in 2008 actually. Like the favorite ones is like Raider Oath and the Autumn Wind song. That's another one that I like, and especially the Niner Hairs.
I hate the 49ers. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Raiderhead's awesome. When I was first started talking to Stoner Dude, man, I was stoked to find. Because I'm a metalhead, I was stoked to find another metalhead. I was like, cool. And of course, 4Dub, they play a lot of like hard rock riffs in their music and things like that. Are you a 4Dub fan? You have any songs you like of them?
I mean, I know who 4Dub is. I mean, I just met them at the tailgate before, but I never like knew anything like information about them. I mean, personally for me, I'm kind of like more, into funk, like Raider Rob does, and I know that Oakland has like a hip hop nowadays. You have like Mark, I forgot, Mac Dre, and Banks and all that. I mean, for me, I mean, I sometimes I do like reggae. Like every summer, I just listen to like a reggae when I go into the pool and all that. And I do like rock. I do like rock music. Nirvana, the Chili Peppers, and all that.
Yeah, cool. So, man, talk a little bit about, you listen to Raider Nation radio?
Raider Nation radio?
Yeah. Do you know that Raider Man, he shows up over there. Stoner Dude calls in there. JT the Brick has a show on there. Did you ever get to meet JT the Brick?
I mean, I know who JG the Brick is, but I haven't got a chance to listen to some of the podcasts because I've just been too busy, like the other real life responsibilities is to help my family out and just to try to take care of my college because we have this viruses going on.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But it looks like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm looking forward to travel, because I miss traveling.
Oh, I know, dude. I know how much it feels.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big gap in the life. It's no fun just going to work. All
I
work,
mean,
all work, no fun makes Homer mad.
COVID really ruined everything for us. You know that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Especially George Floyd's situation with this whole racism, the Black Lives Matter and all that. I mean, I can't even stand it. I mean, I'm not that racial person, but I do care for all the family and friends that are all the way from Oakland. I have been friends with them, growing up. It's just like I don't even deal, like with their skin color, no matter what, like Mexican, African, or Asian and all that. We're just like we're are just a happy friends and all that. Like everything together, we stand together, and that's what it is.
Absolutely. That's what the Raider Nation is always talking about. There's no room for racism in the Raider Nation. Al Davis led the way, with diversity, not with just skin color, but gender, hiring Amy Trask. Yeah, that's the way to be, man. They shouldn't never be worried about the color of somebody's skin. That's a great thing about being a part of the Raider Nation is as a multiracial person, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. I don't hear any of the other bull crap. I just hear nothing but Raider love.
That's right, always.
All right, cool. Hey, so what are some of your favorite shows going on right now, other than Raider Fan Radio?
Oh, Raider Fan Radio. I mean, I've never listened to their podcast as a kid, but I recently, like in the late 2018, I found Stoner Dude's email through his like old website, and I tried to like email him because I was off on the Facebook around 2017 because I just had some situations going on in my life, but like back in 2018, I started emailing him. I just told him, "Hey, I miss you. How are you doing?" He replied me and said, "Hey, how's it going? I'm in Las Vegas right now since 2014. I moved here, and we were just talking, back and forth and all that. And I noticed that him and Rob actually lives in Las Vegas. So one day I told Stoner Dude and said, "Hey, is there any possibility that I can email Raider Rob through emails?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he gave me the email. So I started like emailing him because the last time I saw him was at the 2011. Like I was like 12 years old at the time. Was like the tailgate. And like ever since I never seen him again. And then later I started emailing him and he basically replied to me. And I was just showing him like some of like the pictures from the past and try to like remember me and he's like, yeah, I remember. I'm going to be working on a book soon. Like I'm going to get the show back and I'm going to have that picture on his book. So yeah, that's amazing that I get to like talk to Raider Rob again. First time I emailed him actually. And yeah, he started bringing his show back and just gives shout outs to me. And I really appreciate just to hear him again. It's just amazing.
Man, yeah, he's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of talent. I got to tell you, man, it feels good hearing him give me shout outs too, man. It's like, yes, I made it. I've made it. Hanging out with Wayne, talking to Raider Fan Radio. I keep wanting to say Raider Nation Radio. My bad. Rob is gonna kill me when he hears that.
You want to know something?
It's awesome to be able to, hang out with those guys, learn from those guys, because Rob, he's giving me lots of inside tips and about taking care of myself, protecting myself, how to run a show, and Black Hole Steph too, and Stoner Dude helped me out with making videos for other people, and yeah, man, it's awesome to be able to talk to those guys.
I mean, like Raider Rob is kind of like Little John to me. the way his voice raised, the sound, like the scream, is like, oh yeah, welcome to the Raider Nation, and all that. I mean, I love this man so much. I mean, he kind of influenced me more often.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's influencing me too. He's gonna be doing that for years to come, I'd imagine. Cause Raider Fan Radio, they got their YouTube channel going. Man, they got some good views. They got some good topics. They got a good show. It's entertaining. It's got some pop culture references. Talking Raiders. Of course, I don't always get into it when he starts going in on Derek Carr, but it's all right. Everybody does that. Seemingly.
I see.
But yeah, no, man. All right, cool. So, you got your YouTube channel coming. It's called Raider Art. You're on social media. So tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media.
Yeah, like I do have some like social media. Just go on facebook.com/Raider Art Productions where you can find me, or just type it in. Also Twitter, it's at Raider Art 21, and obviously Pinterest at Raider Art 21, where I upload like photos, like the history that the friends that I made, and like since 2005 through 2019. And yeah, hopefully like on YouTube I might be thinking something like maybe for like this season, but not a lot. I was gonna plan some of the things that's not being ready to be talked about, but I might like do some, like one thing I might have to do is some like reviews about the NFL draft, and especially the Hall of Fame.
Well, there you go. Just like I said, bro, let me know. I'll help you any way I can, man. Editing, production tips, hooking up your equipment, whatever it takes, bro, I'll help you. Just stay in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. I appreciate you coming on, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, there you go, Raider Nation. Raider Art. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. Find him on social media. Young man turned into a grown man in the Oakland tailgates. His mother was a photographer for the Oakland Raiders. Candy. Her name was Candy, or is Candy. We were going to try to have her on the show tonight. We talked about that earlier, but she got tied up. Looking forward to having her and Art come back on together, share some of their stories, some more of their stories. So Raider Art found me through Raider Fan Radio. And, hey, here we are today. Looking forward to getting it back on. All right, cool. Chat line. Chucky Stuggs, what's up, Beverly? Good to have you in here. So when we hit 700 subscriptions, we're going to raffle off some Chucky Stuggs merch. Be sure to go to chuckystuggs.com. They got a badass domino set, custom Raiders domino set over there. Make sure you hit up chuckystuggs.com and get that domino set. They got koozies. They got, let's see, white and black koozies, flags, patches. Beverly's, and Chucky Stuggs, they're a good friend of the Raider Homer channel, so I appreciate their support. We raffled off some of their merchandise for the second annual Texas Pit Crew, and we'll be doing that again at 700 subscriptions. So thank you for tuning in, Chucky Stuggs. We got Vicky Orr here. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Like I said, I sent you a picture, shipped out that autograph. Vicky bought one of the Ira Matthews autographs, so I appreciate that. Asylum is still in here. Let's see. Appreciate you showing up, Asylum. Raider Steve was in here. Jose Conchas was in here. Corey Apple. President Also Raider. He said, damn it, because I got Oakland Raider Savage on my team. Ha ha ha. Sorry, brother. All right, cool. All right. So that does it. I think I was supposed to do this outro right here for that show, coming out of that call. But once again, I appreciate everybody tuning in, all your comments. We are going to get the phone blitz going, y'all. I reached out to some people, trying to get them to call Steve. We heard from Steve earlier. Look, man, this is a way for y'all to come out. If you're not on the show, but you want to get some information out, come on. You got 3 minutes to say, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that, blah, blah, blah. Hit up the Raider Homer's phone blitz. All you got to do is dial 512-298-2407. I'll put that out there every week. And we will hear y'all during the segment, the Raider Homer's phone blitz segment. Like I said, we got a lot of things coming up this season. We're going to be talking to Peter Tuiasiopo coming on next week. I'm going to be trying to bring on David Grant, the guru, the ref, who I did work with. He's a former referee for the NFL, but he's a diehard Raider fan. I know. It's hard to believe, but he is a diehard Raider fan. He was a professional referee. Looking to bring on Raider Puppet. Like I said, I'm trying to put together a show with Raider Puppet, me and Savage, and the Talking Raider Shield for the pregame show. Man, I think it's going to be fun. So, yeah, look, I'm going to keep bringing guests as much as possible. Yes, we bring players here, but the main focus of this channel is the Raider Nation, all right? Yes, we all love the Raiders. Yes, we like the Raider players, but we are a part of Raider Nation. We are as much a part of that team as any player in my mind, because you know what? We're the ones going to the games. We're the ones buying the merchandise. If we're the ones watching those channels that give that revenue to the Raiders and the NFL. So we are important. We want to get our story out. That way, if you're just a newcomer or whatever to this channel, when you go to these events, you'll know who these people are in front of you. They're not just pictures on YouTube. You're going to know their stories. You're going to be able to, have an idea of who they are. And that's special. That's special. So anyways, shout out to everybody in the chat line. Hey, what's up, Norm? Appreciate you saying what's up. Hey, you know what? We got to get a better picture next time we're in Vegas. For sure. All right, cool. Once again, thanks everybody for showing up, for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share the video. I appreciate all that. So, you know how we like to get out of here? That's the end of the song. We like to get out of here with the message from the Violator. What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true, stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.